Nerd shit is happening. Let's Dungeon and Dragon because no one wants inspiration. So, yeah. I will do the recap.
I can recap.
I was going to do it and grant myself inspiration and use it to kill you all. But okay, go for it.
Okay, so first we went and raided a fridge, an ancient dwarven fridge, which was powered by brown mold, which, as you all know, exists specifically to spite adventurers who try immediately use fireball or fire on any mold they see, because of course it absorbs heat and expands rapidly and deals cold damage. And you know, that would be quite easy to deal with, but there was also a dirty great black pudding in there. The creature, which of course inspired the Final Fantasy creature known as a what was it?
Not also a black pudding.
No, it was another dessert.
Flan.
Oh,
Flan, that was it.
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
Yeah, because you know Final Fantasy just ripped off all its earliest monsters from D&D.
It's true.
Well, maybe
But, you know,
D&D ripped
did
off
the
all its
same.
monsters from Final Fantasy.
Nope, it's absolutely the other way around.
Yeah,
Time travel.
D&D did, and Doom also ripped off. But I guess I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, we beat up the black pudding, but searched the fridge, got levels of exhaustion from getting too cold. Then we investigated a forge, I believe it was, and the tools kept getting thrown at us. Then the ghost possessed the turtle, and the turtle tried to kill us because the ghost was possessing the turtle, and the ghost wanted to kill us because we didn't go away when the ghost was throwing tools at us. And then the dwarf spoke dwarvish because the ghost was also a dwarf, and negotiations had begun.
That's right.
Did I miss anything?
No, that's it. I will just say one clarification. You're in a workshop, not the forge. You may find the forge later.
Okay.
Well, let us forge ahead then.
Let us indeed. So the ghost of Mardred Ringbreaker is currently in conversation with Aegis Yellerman. Aegis, what are you saying?
I'm terribly sorry, Modred. The fate that has befallen you and your comrades down in this mine so long ago. I cannot imagine how painful it must have been for you.
It was a terrible thing, yes, but I do not remember it. All I know is the way it made me feel. There is something terrible here. I do not know what. I have no memory of it. But it is horrible.
Have you been outside the walls of this workshop?
Sometimes. But mostly I stay here. It is familiar to me. It is comfortable.
I came down here to find out what happened to the bearer of this ring that I found. I suppose I now have an idea, but what can we do to help you lay to rest?
I want what any good dwarf wants. Vengeance. Find what did all of this and what ruined the house of Ringbreaker, and destroy it.
I will do this for you, but is there anything you can do to help us in our quest?
I can give you some information, perhaps. Be careful to the south. This Italian accent is going very quickly Transylvanian, and I can't stop myself. Be careful to the south.
Your meatballs.
Mamma mia! Be careful to the south. It is in the forge, and in the forge it is loose fire elemental.
Fire elemental.
Yes, plane of fire, being from the plane of fire. It is loose. It has probably gone mad in over time. Be careful.
That explains how the heat has kept all this time. Do you know of these crawly beasts that come through the walls?
Yes, the bugs. They came at the same time as the something terrible.
Okay. Do you know where the something terrible is?
If you go that way, and she points towards the forge, head into the mine, find what we dug up.
Is there anything that can help us here? Any special tools or equipment or weapons?
All I have here are mundane equipment. You may please take a hammer if you wish, but otherwise, it is just hammers. It is not special, not adventurer equipment.
Would you want to accompany us?
No. And the ghost sort of looks down and looks away. I cannot face that thing again.
It's understandable. But maybe it will be cathartic for you if you were to join us in defeating it.
Roll me a persuasion check. I'm going to tell you right now the DC is very high.
Oh, I already used my bardic inspo for convincing the ghost to calm down in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion. I don't have anything on persuasion. What do I have? 0. Okay. Oh, it's 19.
I'm afraid not.
Yeah.
It was a DC 20.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So if I'd literally had anything in charisma at all.
Which actually is just a hard DC. It's not a very hard. Very hard's 25. Yeah, I'm afraid not.
That is a very understandable. Fine. We shall do what we can to avenge you and your lineage. This ring, what would you have me do with it? Does it have any special usage or properties that may aid us, or would you like it to be left with here?
Leave that with me. It is one of my own. It is nice to see my own work. Now I cannot make things.
Very well. He would just place it on a table within the area, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Are you all moving on?
Does anyone have
Aegis.
anything they need to prepare before we do?
Ask if there's another way out, Aegis.
Is the way we came in, it collapsed on us. How do we find the escape route out of the mines?
There is always second entrance to mine.
Is that through the forge?
No, and she points back the way you came. There is old industrial lift. If you climb instead of taking lift up, climb up shaft. There is a horizontal shaft that comes out about 3/4 of the way up. That will lead you out.
Okay. That is a longer climb,
I'm sure you can manage. You are a dwarf.
I suppose. Short arms and legs. What is on the other side of the forge? Where does the forge lead?
Beyond the forge, you will find the mines. Initially the strip mines, then the more wonky exploratory ones beyond.
Okay. H will turn to the others and be like, so, it's, there's a fire elemental on the other side of the, that door to the south. Oh, someone cleared up all the doors I put down.
That sounds pretty bad.
But the source of the source of the disturbance that has killed off all of the people in this mine and has continued to plague us is through there. She doesn't remember what it was, but yes, there's something terrible, she says. So if
those
there's
things
anything
don't
anybody
sound
needs
great
to do
to
to
me.
prepare for a flamey creature or something terrible, we should brace ourselves.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any great options here, to be honest. Is there any chance we could climb back up that mine shaft?
She did say that the way out is back up the mine shaft, but I feel it is our duty, or at least it is my duty, to finish the job, as it were.
So we could come back with reinforcements. That's always an option.
Given the state of this mine, I'm not sure it would survive a second incursion. The structure, particularly, we saw what happened with the lift, and
Well,
the
I'm
gods know
concerned
what
about
happened
us
to him.
surviving this incursion.
Question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Would Tattle know anything about fire elementals? It feels sort of maybe druid adjacent-ish.
Has Tattle ever spent any time in the elemental plane of fire? Got any conjure elemental sort of things?
She's got summon beast and the like, and I mean
Not-
some druids, circle of wildfire.
No summon elemental or anything like that.
Apart from the gem, no.
Okay, so you can make the roll, but it's going to be a higher DC than it otherwise would be. Because the reason you can make the roll specifically is you are Circle of the Moon. Circle of the Moon eventually get to turn into elementals. So I think you've got some knowledge.
Okay, what do you want me to roll?
This would be Arcana. Yeah, this would absolutely be an Arcana. Intelligence Arcana.
Okay, not my worst score. Let's
Who's
just
the one
see.
actually holding the gem of the fire elemental? Was it Tattle who had that?
Yeah, I've got a fire elemental gem.
If we had Infist with us, we'd have someone with actual experience.
Yeah, that was a... Oh no, it's an earth elemental gem. Maybe we could take the Pokemon approach.
Oh,
That's a 12, Nick, so I'm going to assume that doesn't cut it.
I'm afraid not. I was looking for DC 15 on that one. You don't really know what to expect with fire elementals. I guess you can make an assumption that there's going to be fire. But otherwise, not really. No specifics.
Well, I don't know much about fire elementals, but I do know one thing. Fire isn't that much of a problem for me.
The floor starts shaking around you, and the walls start trembling, and dust comes down from the ceiling. Mardred looks at you, Aegis, and goes, "You should go. The bugs will be here any minute."
Any last advice for the fire elemental?
Try talking to it.
Okay. Anybody talk elemental language? What is it?
Primordial is the language you're looking for. It
believe
would
our,
appear differently on your sheets, so it would be Aquan, Auran, Terran, or Ignan. And all four of those work on anyone who speaks any one of them. You'll have a bit of a language barrier if you don't speak Ignan, which is clearly the fire one, but you can communicate.
Anyone got those? I do
Nope.
not.
Ranger?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Oh wow. Sorry,
Talia, you got charisma.
how we go? I guess.
A hole starts forming in the north
Okay.
wall, and chitinous mandibles start clawing their way through. I am going
All
to
the
literally
best
have a
for you.
combat encounter if you don't fucking go through the door.
No, the door's down here.
Let's get out of here.
This way.
Tails off down the corridor.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Let me give you a combat encounter map, but not
As
because
we
it's a combat
exit-
encounter.
As we exit, Aegis will just nod to Mordred. All the best to you.
Mordred will fade into invisibility, into the ethereal plane, as you disappear into the forge.
Oh, this is cool. Did you make this yourself?
I did.
Ooh.
Nice.
So in the forge, you can see there's a lot of moving parts. You can put yourselves in this sort of location here. I'll put your tokens down.
Bath.
There you go. And you can get the dogs in there as well. I don't have the dog token. I think, Ben, you have the dog token.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there's all of these parts are moving. So these cogs and all that are turning and moving away. The furnace is brightly lit. There's a quenching bath over here, which has an old an old suit of armor in there, plate mail. That's sort of half finished. There's weapons up here and shields. There's a load of firewood. You know, this is where you would get. This is where the forge is. This is not lava, by the way. This is not lava. This is molten metal.
Okay. Any sign of the fire elemental?
Make me a perception check, please. This is all bright light, so you're not at disadvantage for those of you relying on dark vision.
Somebody else want to do some percepting?
Anyone got anything better than a +7?
A +7? Really? Wow. Who are you?
Yeah,
Half
wisdom-based class.
It's not a Stonk's forte.
That's a 19, Nick.
Yeah, there's a fire elemental literally in the fire. It's usually pretty good at hiding, but you did beat its stealth check. So it has advantage on them when it's in fire, but yeah, you beat it with a 19.
Yep, Tattle looks faintly towards the fire elemental and waves.
Fire elemental sort of slowly steps out and just walks through the liquid metal. I say walks, kind of floats over it, but still. No, you know what? In Aetos, fire elementals, they got feet. Walks straight through that and approaches and says something in Ignan that only a one-in will understand. And that says, "Who are you? You are not the warden. You are not the owner of this place. The warden is dead. I own this place. What are you doing in my forge?"
I'm going to relays this to everyone.
Well, Owen, do you want to be our diplomat?
Sure. What are we doing here?
We're trying to destroy whatever ancient evil destroyed this mine.
Steps closer.
think-
Bob starts, like, his hackles raised and starts barking. Stonk, can I have a this
Get down,
would
boy,
be
get down.
can I get an animal
on.
handling check, please, on Bob?
Can I assist on that?
You can
by,
absolutely assist. You're a ranger. That's a ranger.
Druid.
Well, no, you're a druid. It's still it's a very druidy thing. A one-in is the ranger and would also be able to assist, but one assistance is enough. So roll with advantage, Stonk.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Bob's.
Well, I can use inspiration on that, I guess.
You can, yeah, you can use inspiration to re-roll it.
Is that with advantage reroll
It
then?
would
or?
be. Yep. Okay, that's
Yeah,
better.
I'm actually
Fine. You grab Bob and you sort of put your long bugbear arms around Bob's chest, and Bob feels a little more calm, a little more relaxed.
I cradle him like a baby.
Yeah, and his tail
Okay,
wags
boy.
a little bit, and he starts panting.
Oh,
Firemental
Who's
has
a good
seen this and
boy?
is just kind of looking a little warily, but it's otherwise okay.
We're here to deal with whatever killed the warden.
And you know what that is?
Not yet. But we're investigating.
How do I know you are not thieves here to steal my work?
It's because we haven't tried to steal your work
straight
yet.
up to a woman.
Because we sought you out instead of taking.
Make me a persuasion check, please.
Would it be worth bringing up Aegis's ring?
Aegis doesn't have it.
No.
Oh yeah, he gave it back to the ghost, didn't he?
Yep.
You could
Mordred
mention
has it.
Mordred. Maybe the fire elemental knows of them.
Yeah, we just met Mordred. The ghost of Mordred.
The warden. Tell me something that she would know. Prove that you have met her. For I know she is dead.
I assume Aegis still has the book, her journal, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, that only really proves that we found her journal.
That is true.
Could bring up the shaft. That's likely something only she'd know.
We know about the exit to the mine, the emergency exit in the lift shaft.
You could have come in that way.
Didn't you hear the lift
She told
falling
us to
apart?
talk to it rather than attack.
And she told us to talk to you instead of trying to fight you.
Make me a persuasion check, please.
Yes. Okay.
That's good. DC was 15, so nice. The fire elemental looks at you, and I think it's not the words you're saying, but it's your facial expressions as you're saying it. There is a truth to your eyes, and the fire elemental sees that. Very well, you have met Mordred, and you are here not to steal my work. Then I shall let you pass. But do not take what is not yours, or you will contend with me. And it stomps.
Out of curiosity, what do you make?
I make weapons. I make armor. I make tools. I make everything worthy of the metal I crafted from. And he stands over another lake of liquid metal. This here is iron from deep within the mine. That there bronze, and over there brass, and I can make anything.
Wonder if it takes commissions.
Would you like an order to build?
That would go against the rules. I was told by the warden only to make things that the warden told me to make.
Fair enough. Then have you made much since the warden died?
I make for the joy of making, and then I melt it down again, and then I make it again, and then I melt it down again, and then I make it again. You have to keep busy. I tell you what though, do what you set out to do. Do a good thing for this place. Clear this mine of those awful insects, and I will make you something.
You have a deal.
I would shake your hand, but... And the fire elemental steps back into the furnace.
A one in. Ask it if it would like to see its things in action and join us on our quest.
One, and you get the feeling that despite Aegis's incredible optimism, that ain't gonna fly.
Yeah.
Your persuasion check was not that high.
Can you tell us anything about what's ahead?
Can you tell us more about what happened here? Owen tries to get closer.
I have never left this room. All I know is that the bugs, they break through the walls regularly. I kill them. I eat their meat. It sustains me. And they try again, and again, and again, and again. And you can actually see now that you're looking around and at the walls that there are loads, and it was originally stone. The walls were stone, but there are loads and loads, almost like band-aids of metal blocking off holes all over the place.
I didn't know fire elementals needed to eat.
How did you understand it?
That was out of
I
character.
don't know what to do.
I wasn't doing the voice.
It's my world, lol. I can make anything eat. I've just given them feet. I can do anything.
Of course, Nick's going to give something feet.
God damn it.
Wait, everyone look around for a hole.
I've just described like 100 of them, Ben.
Can you tell us
Hey.
which way we need to go?
A lick of fire comes out of the forge and gestures upwards to where there is a door.
Thank you.
Yeah, through. Congratulations on avoiding a hard combat encounter.
Woohoo!
Yee-hoo.
Great
That's
job.
what gives the fire elemental a thumbs up on the way out.
You get one back. You get one back.
Aw,
I like the fire elemental.
good guy, fire element.
Oh, we don't have a
I'm
name.
glad we didn't kill him.
Oh, you can replace the tokens for Bob, Vintage, and Luna. Because I had this prepped out. So this is not where you came in.
Man, you must have prepped this a long time ago if it had imp in it.
Yeah, this was prepped before we started. Let me just move you all because you actually came. Stop. No, I'm talking to myself, not you lot. There we go. Let me move you all over to there because that's where you came from, because that's the light of the forge that you can see. I don't know why the map's loaded in a little blurry, but we'll make do.
I like that none of the maps have the same orientation.
Just like country girls, we will make do.
Doesn't look blurry on my end.
Oh, it's just for me.
Yeah.
That's all right. Just for the people watching the stream. Okay.
Maybe
Special version just for them.
Yeah. It's like really low res on my version for some reason. Oh well. Yeah, so you come into what are strip mines, effectively. And this is where they found a vein of something or other. And they have essentially just dug out huge crisscrossing tunnels to mine out fully. You can see a little light coming from this direction. And there's a little light coming from the north as well. I'm not fogging this up completely, but I have fogged some of it.
So
Can
how,
we... go ahead, Ben.
I was just going to ask, how passable do these, does this area to our right look?
That rubble, yeah, you can just sort of just see past it. It's a bit dark. Let me remove a little bit more. I've just done the opposite. Let me turn on fog cutting and remove a bit more. So you can see there's stuff past there. You can see it's and I'm going to try a refresh just to see what happens. If I get a high res version, that would be nice. Oh, that's better. God, it was so blurry a second ago. There we oh God, I'm all the way zoomed out. That's better. There we go. I knew I did this thing in high resolution. Right. So these rocks, they pile up about 3 or 4 feet. The ceilings, actually, they pile up 2 to 3 feet because the ceiling's already 5 foot high. Anyone who's taller than 5 foot is stooping. Obviously, this was made by dwarves. They don't need to make it any taller than that. Stonk is presumably stooping quite a bit. Like Stonk's arms are 5 feet long.
Is there any signs like there could be a trap or something hidden in the rubble?
Well, if you would like to check for traps, give me a perception check.
Okay.
You can also see on the ground there's this smear of
this.
clearly something has moved this way many times.
Yeah, could Aegis help with his knowledge of mines at all in pointing out where this sort of security systems may be? as a dwarf?
I think that's, well, no, because you're not a miner. Like, it's not ancestral memory of how mines work. Some of it would have been passed down. It's always passed down, this information, but not where exactly to put traps in a mine. That's a bit much.
That's a without advantage, then that's 23.
23. There are no traps on that stretch or on this stretch ahead of you.
There don't appear to be any traps down that corridor or a little bit ahead of us. Can I look at this table?
Yeah, sure. As you come down there, Tattle, your passive perception is pretty high. You can see. Let me just go here. There we go. Something just moved in the corner of your vision, over in this direction. But yeah, on the table there's really moldy food. There's a dry cup that used to have beer in it. There's a candle. If you want a candle, you can have a candle, and there is a hand axe.
Okay. Is there anything unusual about the hand axe?
It has Dwarven runes on it. Do you speak Dwarven?
Nope. I'd assume
Okay.
Aegis does, though.
Maybe just come over and have a look.
This is Mr. Handy.
Okay. Could I light the candle and see if it illuminates whatever's over here, since I saw something move?
Okay. You look over there, and you don't see anything, but you hear a little squeak. A little bit like a mouse.
Why?
Hello? Is that a mouse there or something more intelligent?
You get nothing in response.
I'm a professional. Come on, I'm a professional druid. I'm friendly. Okay,
nothing
I'm going
back?
to approach.
Okay. You get closer. Aegis, you're getting closer
Aegis?
too.
AK Aegis, cover me in case I'm attacked.
Will do.
Can I see anything with my perceptive eyes?
Nothing you couldn't see before.
Okay. Doo-doo.
Isn't one in also following?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Sorry.
Apparently not. One's right at the back of the mine shaft still. Just keep him warm. Oh, by the way, those of you with exhaustion, remember you will be rolling skill checks at disadvantage.
Does anybody have
Oh,
exhaustion?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
My character sheet doesn't say exhaustion.
Who got into-
Some people got it from, being in the black pudding room, and those people would still have it. Tattle, you see the minecart shake a little, as if something's like moving around in it.
Aegis, minecarts aren't supposed to move on their own, are they?
I don't think so. Probably just a rat or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is true.
You can talk with animals, right?
True. Although, do we have 10 minutes?
No, we do not.
It rattles again, just a little bit in front of you.
Okay, screw it. And Tassel, with that, Tassel immediately just waves her arms around and she traces a huge sigil in the air. Which normally, yes, she'd carefully just arrange in dirt on the ground over the course of 10 minutes. And this is me casting Speak with Animals from a spell slot.
Okay.
And I say, hello there. Can you hear me?
You get nothing back.
Oh, that was a waste of a spell slot. Oh well.
And it lasts for ages, right? So
Like
Maybe.
10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes on it. There's a
Okay.
rattle again as it like shakes, almost like whatever's shaking this is pretty heavy because it almost like wheels up onto one wheel for a second.
Hey, can I pull out some rations and say, if it helps, I've got food?
Aegis, now that you're at that angle, you notice some runes carved along the side of the minecart.
say
It says Mini.
Of course it does.
Okay, preemptively naming whatever's in this Cooper.
No, it's not a barrel maker, honestly.
If there's a mini, there may be a maxi.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
When you say Mini, the minecart zooms forward and stops in front of you, tilts and looks up at you.
Oh.
And it makes a little squeak with its wheels. Meep, meep.
It's magic.
Talia knows what I've done.
Can you smell anything?
I knew,
Luna,
I knew from the name.
Can you smell anything, Luna?
Luna, yeah, make a perception check with Luna's nose.
Right. Check Luna's stats.
Could have
She's
been.
proficient with perception. Yep. And because she has the scent ability, she has advantage. That's plus
Yeah.
5. Okay, Albert, let's do this. 23.
23, very nice. Okay. What can Luna smell here? Luna can smell grease, metal, wood, dust, something acidic, but very faint, as if it's far away.
Luna doesn't smell anything living in there.
Is there anything in the minecart? Like it's just come right up to me.
There's a couple of rocks in it, but not many. No, not anything that you can see in it.
Tattle, I think it's the minecart itself. It's alive?
The minecart wiggles
Magic.
and shakes its butt.
Hello, Minnie. What are you doing here? Why?
It moves forwards next to you and just leans against you.
Oh,
Odd. Good, Minnie. And he like pats it on the side, I guess.
And Minnie just goes meep, meep, and then goes off the end of the rails, and you see that the wheels work just fine off the rails.
You want to go, Minnie? Lead the way.
Let me put
I
down
do
a
have a
token.
button for me.
Luna says she smells the faint smell of acid ahead.
The High God had an acid thingy, didn't it?
Oh my god. I know what you've done, Nick.
There's Minnie. Yeah, Minnie. Exactly. The entire mine is named after the asteroid that Deep Rock Galactic is set on. I wasn't going to just make that the only reference. So it wiggles and it goes beep beep and to there and then stops. Now, from here you can see some traps. There is this massive earth scraping machine. It looks like a windmill of blades, essentially, that has been used to cut through stone. That red square is where you would be in serious trouble if it turned on while you were there. I just thought I'd put that there because you can all look at it and see where the dangerous parts are. It's not a particularly hidden or complex trap. It's not intended to be a trap, that's why it's not hidden. But you know, dangerous. Minnie can't get over the stones though, so is stuck.
Okay. You want us to go that way, Minnie?
And it goes beep beep.
Can Minnie not get over the stones because they've got wheels or because the actual stones are... But
These
yeah,
ones
there's
also
not
got
enough
like
space to get
right
across.
to the ceiling.
Make me an insight check.
Yeah, I'm actually quite good at those.
And a 1. And what's your passive perception?
Like 15? 15.
Okay. Let
Can
me
I
just
see much
check.
3?
That's what I'm about to tell you.
Oh,
Excellent.
come on.
Ooh.
What's their
That's a natural
stealth?
one, Nick.
Use your
Natural
inspiration.
1.
I want to use my inspiration. Use it or lose it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you think it's because she's got wheels.
That was vital information.
We can get inspiration back. It's fine.
Okay. In that case, is there anything I could use? Oh, could I use these wooden planks to make a ramp for her?
You can do that, absolutely. You can probably spend a little bit of time making something ramp-like. That sounds great. Okay, a 1 in. You do succeed with your passive perception. So you see a yellow liquid, yellow-brown sort of liquid, seeping through the crack there.
That'll be the acid Luna smelt.
Yeah, there's something over this way. No one in points.
Vinny, is there anything we should be careful about here?
Please roll initiative. As an ochre jelly seeps through the crack.
Uh-oh.
But one of you've seen it, so none of you are surprised. You've gotten the warning off. Your perception there succeeded over the... What was a decent stealth check for the ochre jelly, but yeah.
If it was the other turtle, I would have said, "Your boss, check out the north wall."
Okay, what did I get?
Oh, I take those.
That is the first time I've rolled initiative or anything on Owlbear before. Now, you
So
may
yeah,
have noticed
this-
that Vintage has been staying close to Aegis. He has somewhat taken a bit of a fright from the situation with a 1 in getting possessed in the last room.
That makes
so he's
sense.
now going to be my sidekick for a little bit. Does that mean he takes on my initiative?
Yes, he'll take on your initiative, yeah. So... Ooh, a 1 in's done very well on initiative. Are we all ready to go? Looks like we are. All right, a 1 in, over to you. There is this blubbering... It looks like a black pudding, but much smaller. It's sort of a yellowy, sticky, sort of cloying color. And it's bubbling through that crack towards you. What do?
Move away.
Smart.
Yeah, and shoot. Pew pew. Except not pew pew because it's a bow. And bows kind of
Twang,
make it
twang.
pew, pew sound. Yeah, exactly. Does that hit?
It does.
It's a really low roll.
You're hitting a jelly. It's not armored. It's not fast. You're fine.
It's true. And so I do this plus.
Sorry, the size of this is wrong. There we go.
Oh, no.
That makes sense. Here we go. I do 12 piercing damage, and can I please have a strength check?
12 piercing damage. Very good. Very good. Let's try a strength check. They're not the weakest creatures. A 15.
Yep. The fish kind of bounce off it.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Some of them dissolve in the acid.
And get immediately replaced with new ones.
Oh, yes. Anything else to one in?
Nope. I think that's it.
Okay, over to Aegis.
Okay. Let me see. I think I don't want to get close. Okay, I think Aegis is just going to maybe move over to here. So he's in here. So he's got a good line of sight.
Yep, right next to a one in. Very nice.
Will throw a dagger.
Okay,
Get that. That's +5.
that hits. Roll damage.
1d4. No. Oh, how do we remove dice once you put them on that? Max damage.
Nice. 7 points of damage. Very good. Is that everything?
Yeah.
Vintage then.
So Vintage is just going to 1, 2, 3, 4. There.
Okay.
And just like okay, he doesn't have to hold a protect action, does he? Oh, he can hold dodge, I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
he can do
you can
dodge
dodge
action.
You can do the dodge action, absolutely. Okay, over to the Ochre Jelly. The Ochre Jelly is taking a fair chunk of hit point damage, and is going to dash this way. 5, 10.
Into the wall.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to reveal a tiny bit more fog now.
Are there any pickaxes around?
No pickaxes. There's a hand axe on the table that says Mr. Handy.
Okay. Carved stone.
Oh my god. I missed that the first time.
I take it that's another Deep Rock Galactic reference.
It isn't. Right. We're going to end initiative there because unless you're following it. Actually, even if you are following it, what we will do is simply resume initiative when you find it, or if you find it. So, yeah, you're out of initiative again. What do?
Okay, Tassel's going to look to Luna and say, can you smell it? Can you tell if there are any more about?
Okay, make a perception check with smell.
Okay, that's going to be at advantage. +5. 19.
Luna says, yes, mother. There are 2, I think. Possibly more. Smell is muddied. But definitely more than 1, mother.
Good girl.
Thank you,
And
mother.
she takes a bit of jerky or something from one of her rations and feeds it to Luna. Not like a full ration worth, just like a treat size bit.
That's great. I love food.
Okay.
I'm still hungry.
Nick, from
We
where
can
we
stop
are,
tweeting a
can we
bit.
see through this door to the south?
It's a door. You can see the door.
It's a closed door.
It is. But it is a door.
Not a wall.
No, not this time.
Can I check the door for traps?
Sure. Yeah. Roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. I'm good at those.
Remember, it's at disadvantage currently from the low light level. Unless anyone's lit a torch.
Oh yeah, it should be at
We got
disadvantage
the
anyway because of exhaustion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So roll at disadvantage anyway.
15.
Okay, 15's good. There's no traps.
Okay, I don't think there are any traps in here. And Tassel reaches for the door handle.
Okay. You open the door, and what you see beyond is the bottom of a long spiral staircase heading upwards.
Oh, no.
Tassel immediately starts crying a bit.
There is no sign of a body down here. No items or equipment left behind. Just nothing.
Surely there'd be blood or something.
Nothing.
Yeah. Can I see anything with the candle out?
No, not
anything
really.
more, obviously.
No, nothing more. It's a staircase. You know where the top leads. But yeah, it's just a staircase.
Can I see any signs of a portal or anything?
Roll me an Arcana check, but it's going to be very hard.
Especially at disadvantage.
Yes. I'd make it easier if you were a Horizon Walker Ranger, but you're a Moon Druid.
Yeah. What's my Arcana? +2. Well, let's see how badly this goes. 5.
No idea. Just Nothing here. It's like him vanished.
Yeah. Tattle just kicks the door frame and says something obscene and infernal.
That's fair. Down in hell. No, you know what? The door frame says, you should watch your tongue or you'll be down here sooner than you think. The mouth appears in the door frame.
Like I said last time, thank you for the tell. Go fuck yourself.
Oh. You know, I think you do well down here. You sure you don't want to take me up on my offer?
You know,
You've got a fire to you,
I'll
and we like fire down here.
There's plenty of fire up here, and it could do with a bit more, you know. You've only got one. There's only one thing you have that I want, and well, they made their deal.
I'm sure they're having a wonderful time.
Imp's never been the lawful sort, you know. I can't really imagine that.
Well, I'd best go. We're about to dip some of the lemures into lava.
Wait.
I'll see
One
you
question.
later. And it vanishes.
Okay, fine.
Boy, he sure is a master at blue ball, isn't he?
So, what's the plan? You have mines ahead of you.
Given the
Hey.
speed of those bug creatures following us around, we probably shouldn't tarry too long.
Yes. Luna says she smells at least two of those oozes around here.
That's right,
Maybe
Mother.
more.
Okay. These rocks that Minnie can't get past, can we get past them?
Yeah, you can climb over them. It would be difficult terrain to climb over them, but that's it. So if you were doing it mid-combat, it'd be double movement speed.
Is that the same for these ones over on this side as well then?
Yeah,
We could pass
it's
them?
just two different ways to display them.
Okay. Would Tattle know anything about oozes, specifically, that pertains to avoiding them?
I think that's a reasonable question. Yeah, make me a nature check. I think they're more natural in nature.
Okay. Don't suppose anyone can help me to offset this disadvantage?
I'll
The one
check
in
this out.
probably can.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Neutral roll. 16.
That's enough. Yeah, absolutely. So they are very much ambush predators. They sneak through, they try and get behind you, they try and pen you into places, and then they strike. But they're very slow. So your best bet, if you see one, is to run.
Okay. They're slow ambush predators, which seems a bit contradictory. But if we keep moving, they can't catch us. And if we keep an eye out, they can't catch us off guard.
Well, a slow,
So if the
persistent
dogs
hunter
can
would be
smell
even
them,
more
then they can tell us
contradictory.
when we're getting close, right?
That'll help.
Maybe we
What's
go
that then?
down.
I didn't.
Sorry, if the dogs can smell them, then they can give us a heads up if we get close.
Yeah.
Maybe we head down that first area we saw that you said was clear, Tattle.
Good idea.
Minnie,
Luna,
we'll come back for you, okay?
He goes, whip whoop.
Luna, keep your nose out.
Okay. You head up there. I'll reveal a bit more fog. Give me another perception check for Luna, please.
Okay. Also, as I'm doing this, I'm going to bonus action, grab some of the rubble, press it to the wall, and mutter something in Druidic.
That sounds wise.
24.
Luna seems confused and says, acid everywhere, acid everywhere.
Crap.
Luna can smell acid everywhere.
Probably on top of us.
It's a 5-foot high ceiling. It would be, you'd feel it if
Well,
it was on top of you.
Above us in the ceiling, maybe, or just very close, I guess.
Just to also explain, you can now see the first lever. That probably turns this on. There are probably more, should you need to, you know.
Hmm.
Like this one.
Maybe we move
Yeah.
quickly here.
And there's one there for that one, and one there for that one.
Okay, I'd just like to peek around here and check there's no one who's hiding.
Okay. Surprise.
Oh.
So what they have is they have something where they can be a lot smaller. So their normal size is large, but this one was hiding in the corner in a much smaller sort of shape, right? They can sort of squeeze to fit into any sort of shape. So you look around and you come face to face with an Okajeli. We're going straight back into initiative. And
Hello there.
what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top of the round again. And we're going to have a surprise round on this case because you weren't expecting it to be right there. So a 1 in, you now have your reaction back. Aegis, you have your reaction back. Vintage, you have your reaction back. The Okajeli is going to strike at Tattle with the pseudopod.
I should have seen this coming, given how sleepy, but I'm kind of sleepy.
That's fair. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh,
That beats my AC since I don't have any armor right now.
oh no.
Take
It
9
would also
bludgeoning
be very-
damage
Ouch.
and 1 acid damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we go to you, Tattle. You're surprised. You're no longer surprised. You get your reaction back. Same with Luna. And then a 1 in, you suddenly feel horrible as a gelatinous cube envelops you from behind.
Oh no.
Add that one to the initiative. And that goes in it there. So yeah, it has just engulfed you. Ooh, it can go 5, 10. Yeah. Oh. So it can do that, and then it can dash to do it even more. Okay, excellent. So I am going to need a dexterity saving throw, please, from a 1 in.
Yes. I'm good at those.
Cube A Gooding Jr. God damn it. Very good.
22.
Okay, you jump somehow out of the way of the cube, ending up behind it. No, you jump down here. You dive out of the way as the cube comes in. You feel that sort of acid touch the back of you, and you dive away. And it continues. Luna and Tattle, I'm going to need dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay. Are my saving throws at disadvantage?
No,
Or is it
you're
just
okay on that.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
a
good.
higher level of exhaustion for that.
Okay.
That was almost
That's
a
six.
17. It was like,
Yeah.
and then
I saw that too.
okay,
Yep,
that's a
so-
fail. And 1 from Luna, please.
Yep. Okay, Luna's saves are actually pretty good. She's actually more rogue than Tattle. 13.
13. Okay, 13 is a success. So Luna can dive onto the equipment there.
This is how Tattle died.
So you enter the cube's space. So you are inside this gelatinous cube. It's not pleasant. It's extremely acidic. You can feel your skin starting to bubble and sort of blister. You're going to take 7 acid damage. You are now restrained. You can't breathe. And you will take acid damage at the start of each of the cube's turn.
I might be in trouble here.
That's it. So it went 5, 10.
Seems like trouble.
Yep, that's its turn. We then go to Stonk. Oh no, sorry, we don't. The other Okajeli comes out.
Oh my god.
Comes up to Luna
Uh-oh.
and is going to attack Luna with the pseudopod. This is actually Ochre Jelly A because that one's already been hit. This one's a fresh one. Right, so against Luna, the old pseudopod. Well, that's a natural 18, so it's probably going to hit.
Yep.
And that is going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And 2 points of acid.
Luna is also in trouble.
Everyone's in trouble. Okay, Stonk, you get your reaction back. Bob, you get your reaction back. The original Ochre Jelly gets to do something. Sorry, I'm just swapping positions because the original one is the one down south. I just named them wrong. And that one's going to also strike at Bob because no, it's going to move because it can squeeze around. Here, so it's going to dash to get there. It can squeeze around the, well, it can actually go through the cube because it's immune to acid damage. So that's what it's going to do. So yeah, it's there. It's dashed to get there though, so. And we go top of the round to a 1-in. A 1-in. Shit has hit the fan.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, it's a Talia. It's a fan.
So Tattle is stuck inside of a cube. You can try and pull someone out of a cube if you would like,
Yeah.
Reach first.
but it will hurt. It will hurt.
Can I get around the jelly?
You can move through the jelly space, I believe.
That doesn't sound good.
No, you can't move through the jelly space, actually. You can move through the cube space, but you can't move through the jellies.
Well, there's a problem.
Just gonna... Oop. Those two are attached, apparently. I'll just put Tattle on top so we can see where she is.
Why is that the way it is on my sheet? Sorry, one sec. Okay, never mind. I guess what I'm gonna do is try and stab the jelly. I'm gonna do.
That sounds good. Yeah, stab the jelly.
Yeah, stab the jelly.
It makes disgusting squishing noises as you do it.
Which I believe is +4. Checking where is my archery. Right, yeah. Right, yes, okay, so +4, not +6. Can do. D20. +4, one is ripped out the knife fish shaped daggers. And roll a 6. Nice.
Not... Oh?
Inspiration on that.
Yeah, you can you can add inspiration to reroll that. That hits.
That better? Yeah. Mark of inspiration and do 1d6 plus minus 1d4 plus I can do that. Yeah. 4 plus put the plus back on. Fix all the wrong things. There we go. 5.
5. And what type of damage is that?
That is piercing.
Piercing damage. Okay.
And can I
Very
get a
good.
strength check again, please?
Oh, yep. And that is a bloodied Ochre Jelly. That is an 18.
Damn it. The fish bounce off again.
Do, 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 do.
Sometimes I swear.
It'll work. It'll work. It's fine. It's fine. We'll go to Aegis then if there's nothing else.
Nope.
Okay, Aegis, over to you.
I really wanted you to move that jelly.
Also, Ben, you're really quiet. I don't know.
My
If you've
mic's
moved your
probably
microphone
turned
on.
itself down again. Okay. Right. Fuck. I threw my dagger. Can I see my dagger in this Ochre Jelly anywhere?
Yeah, it's sort of sticking out of it. It's moving around. You can try and grab it if you'd like. I will
I'll
make
do
that
that.
a contested check.
Okay.
So you can either use athletics or acrobatics, depending on
Yeah.
on how you're doing it. I'm gonna make it like a grapple, basically. Okay, you've got to beat a 4.
Okay, I've got a +5, so yeah. What do we do? Shit on my attack roll. Wait, is that my action to do that? Or
No,
is that
I'll
an
let you.
item?
I'll let you do that as a bonus action.
All right, I'll do a stabby.
Okay. Also, you take 1 point of acid damage.
Yeah.
Are these the things we fought in the crypt?
Yes.
Does the dagger seem damaged at all from having been in the ochre jelly?
No, not like with the black pudding.
Okay.
Not as strong an acid, you think?
Interesting. In that case, I'm gonna stab it. Oh, actually, no. It's fuck.
Shit will get off the pot, I'm afraid.
Right. Yep. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stab.
Okay.
Right. Ooh, not a +50. Hey,
One day.
that's definitely hidden.
That'll hit. Yep. Roll damage.
Okay. 6 damage.
And
6
what type
piercing.
is that? Piercing. Very good. So this is a bloodied ochre jelly, as I said before. You're getting closer.
Okay. And I think Aegis will take a step back, I
Okay.
guess.
Attack of opportunity.
Oh, fuck. All right.
It's a natural
won't do that.
17. Nope, you've already
Oh,
done it.
okay. Well, that doesn't hit anyone.
Wait, hang on. I haven't added the modifier. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Sorry, I had the number wrong. 21. It's the same one for both stat blocks. That's all right then. Okay. So that is going to be 13 bludgeoning damage,
Okay, that's reduced
And-
by 3.
6 acid damage.
Okay, so 16 damage total. Yeah, and that is everything.
Okay. Sorry, it was vintage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Go around the order. There we go. Vintage.
Okay, vintage is going to. I'm gonna have vintage like squeeze through and
Yep.
then come to the back.
Okay, that makes sense. We go to Ochre Jelly B. Ochre Jelly B only has one good target, and that is Luna. Sorry, Luna.
No.
That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And 5 of acid.
Okay, she's just about still up.
Okay.
Wow.
And the Ochre Jelly is going to move like that. Tattle, over to you. You are engulfed, so you are currently restrained. So that means you can't move. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage, but you can still make them, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. You also can't breathe at the moment, so you're holding your breath. So the amount of time you can hold your breath is longer than a combat, so I wouldn't worry about that. But if you cast anything that has a verbal component, you will start suffocating.
Interesting. Let me just double check something then. Okay, Moonbeam has a verbal component, so I won't risk that. Yet. Okay, I guess, well, my HP is low, so I guess it's wild shape time.
Okay. What
I'm
is
now a
your
giant
constitution
hyena.
modifier, by the way?
My constitution modifier.
Yeah.
Well, that might change in a moment, but it is currently +2.
Okay. Neat.
Yep, I'm going to wild shape into a giant hyena as a bonus action. It's getting a bit cramped in here.
Okay, you are still inside the thing, so you're going to be there.
Okay, and can I try and push myself out?
Yes, make me a strength check, please.
Okay, as a giant hyena, I'm pretty good at that. +3. 15.
Okay, you succeed. You are pushed out, and Luna is pushed away. into that space, because that's literally the only space you could end up in. Well done.
Okay.
That is
did
your
I use
action,
my-
bonus action.
Okay.
You have your movement, but that's it.
Okay. Can I occupy the space or?
What there? Like find a square to put yourself on. That isn't occupied by an enemy, and then you can do that. You will take, of course,
Yeah,
an attack
that's
of opportunity if you do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because never mind.
I'm rolling it
probably
anyway.
gonna
You've
stand-
already moved.
I didn't take my finger off that.
It's not chess,
I was asking. Yeah, I was asking if that was a viable place to move to.
and it is. Congratulations. That's a 17 hit.
That hits.
Oh, I've just tossed one of the d6s on the ground.
The dice know. The dice know this is unfair.
6 points of acid damage. And you end up there, because I think that's the nexus of the squares. But you're now free of Cube A Gooding Jr.
Okay. Tattle is going to start laughing
Nice. Good choice.
because she's yeah. And I'm not entirely sure the Ocradelli will appreciate the gravity of the situation it finds itself in now.
As you transformed, by the way, what you heard from Luna was mother, because oh no wait, to speak with animals still applying. Yeah, it probably does.
Yeah.
It's a weird one, but yeah, no, you can still hear mother. Oh, you're okay. Luna.
Okay, Luna is down to literally 2 hit points, so she is going to get behind Tattle,
Good idea.
and that's me done.
Okay, it's Cube
wow.
Gooding Jr.'s go. 5, 10, 15. Oh yeah, no, it can go 5, 10, and then it goes 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna need a 1 and an Aegis to make Dexterity 7 throws, please. Splorch. I think, to be honest, the moment you saw rectangular corridors 10 feet wide, you had to be worried about a gelatinous cube, right?
Yeah.
Aegis, that's the
AKA
pass.
the only.
Where do I
Aegis,
end up?
you're going to be pushed over to there. That's a pass for a 1 in. It continues. I'm going to need Stonk and Bob to make Dexterity 7 throws, please.
Dexterity saving throws, yes. Stonk is good at it, so we would hope. 15 for Stonk.
That's good. Stonk, you're moved to there.
And slightly less
Nick, may I ask a silly question?
Yes.
Does the cube provoke attacks of opportunity while it's doing this?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Anyone who wants to take attacks of opportunity, go for it. I will say a 1 and an Aegis don't, because I've just like popped you out there midway through. Like you'd actually pop out at the end of the movement. But if Tattle, if you were next to it, you would be able to. Oh, I
No,
don't think
that
you were
wasn't.
next to it.
No.
But its movement
Well,
like
no.
that is like one like attack. It's like a charge attack sort of thing going through you.
Okay. At your insistence, in fact.
What did Bob get?
12.
12. Oh, that is just what you need for a pass.
Oh.
Very good. So that's Cube A Gooding Jr.'s go. And then it is over to Stonk.
Yes, and the entire situation has changed once again. Now I once again need to figure out what Stonk could do here that would be a... Would Stonk know, or can I ask if the cube and the jelly can hear, or are they deaf?
Great question. Yeah, roll me a nature check, please.
Is that like an action rolling for that?
No, this wouldn't be an action. I think this is too quick for you to need to spend an action on it.
Okay. Nature. Not one of Stonk's
Days. Give it a try. The old college try. That's 11.
You don't see any ears.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Sound answer.
Stonk has well spotted
Hey.
that they don't have any ears. Makes dissonant whisper. Not many great. Quickly have to look at the options for enhanced ability. What can all do again? Bears. The saving throw when you get absorbed by the.
It is, yeah.
Not a check.
Yeah, saving throw. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds before I move on to someone else.
Yeah. Okay. Stonk is going to use mirror image.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, so mirror image. There are now 3 extra stonks all around you. They all look fantastic. Excellent. Great choice. And now we go to Bob. Bob is between 2 jellies right now. There's the cube to Bob's south, and to the north, the ochre jelly.
Yeah, Bob is barking panically.
Bob is straight up not having a good time right now, but having a better time than Luna.
I think Bob is going to use. No, that's it. No. Okay, I think Bob is just going to have a bite at Ochre Jelly.
Yeah, sounds great. Roll the attack.
That's wow, not 1. God, the dice are once again not.
I assume Bob doesn't have inspiration.
No, he doesn't.
That's unfortunate. That one's happened. Bob goes for the bite, but just can't find purchase. Can't find purchase. It's like biting water, which, to be fair, dogs love doing. So Bob's happy, but
there's nothing solid.
yeah, and nothing solid. Okay. We go to Ochre Jelly A. Luna is barking. And says to Tattle, acid smell getting stronger. Ochre Jelly A, who are you going to attack? I'm going to roll a d4 to determine who Ochre Jelly A attacks. Okay, that's going to be a 1 in.
Fair enough.
That's only a 15 to hit. Yeah, I had one person on there twice.
Okay.
I don't think a 15 will hit with your... Yeah, that won't hit you. Will it a 1 in?
No, not at all.
No, not with that. Not with that turtle shell. Yeah, you're good.
It's the hat.
It's the hat. Yeah, it's not the shell. It's definitely the bucket hat. And it is going to move. No, is it going to move? It's really happy where it is, actually. It's got plenty of targets. It's good. It's good. A 1 in.
Yes. A 1 in is going to...
I reckon you flipped that switch. That'd be great.
Okay.
I know
no.
why you put those blade traps in there, Nick.
No, Owen is going to cast Zephyr Strike. Yes. Which involves a lot of shouting. And is then going to zoom this way. Low speed. Things I should have memorized by now. 5, 10, 15. Can I squeeze past Tattle?
You can go to the north if you want.
Oh yeah, true.
Or you can squeeze past Tattle if you particularly want to give a giant hyena a hug on the way past. But bear in mind, it's been weeks since Tattle's last bath, so...
Excuse you, Nick, but that form was freshly generated.
And then
bear in mind, it
immediately
has been a
consumed by
week
jelly.
since Tattle's last bath.
And then it's gonna shoot at Jelly A.
Okay. That's great.
Yes. Yes.
How
I have a feeling
intelligent
I-
are the jellies? Are they smart enough to turn a switch on? That would be hilarious. No.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes, yes. That's what I'm gonna do. That is a D20 plus. You know
But
what?
Bree, I know what you were thinking about with these traps. Make me a nature check, please, Bree, while Awanen's doing the strike.
Oh yeah. Okay. What's my nature
13.
modifier again?
13
+4.
hits.
Excellent.
Advantage, of course.
And that was an overdraw.
Ooh.
So we're gonna do
18.
plus 4.
Okay. You know that gelatinous cubes don't split. So slashing damage might be very good against those.
Hmm.
So how much damage was that?
22.
Against Ochre Jelly A, right?
Yeah.
Ochre Jelly A is dead.
Hell yeah.
Explodes in acid, but not in acid that does any damage when it explodes, like other creatures that explode and deal damage. This one just goes pop. It's like, you know, those demolitions where they've set the charges to such an extent that something just collapses inwards. It's like that.
Like a weasel. Pop goes the
Yeah.
weasel.
Yeah.
Implodes. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the fish mover one in that space.
Okay. That's great. Aegis,
Okay.
you're hiding behind a corner while Bob takes all the brunt of the fight.
Yeah.
It's a very Aegis move, to be fair.
I'll protect you.
It's tactical meat shielding.
I'm not sure who is in the biggest trouble here. Because this lot have all taken a fair bit of damage. These guys are on their own on the other side. We're all split up. It's not good. Okay, right. The first thing I'm going to do is bonus action, second wind.
Okay. Regain some hit points.
I think about what else is plus
5 hit
come
points.
on.
Nice. Hey, it's still 5 hit points. That could be the difference between life and death for you.
Yeah,
No?
Yeah, Ian.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I will. All right, I'm gonna go for the cube.
Okay. You get in there. You'll have advantage,
Run
of
in.
course, from flanking.
Oh yeah. Okay. He will
Not that you'll
swap out
really
the-
need it, because let me tell you right now, the AC of these cubes is 6.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna keep the shield out, and swap the dagger for a hand axe, and
Okay.
take some swings with the hand axe, I guess. I said advantage in it, but I'm hitting anyway. But
I mean, roll again in case you get a nat 20.
yeah.
But yeah, that will hit.
No, okay.
Still hits.
And then this is 1d6 plus 3. Okay, 5 slashing damage.
5 slashing damage. Very nice. So you remember as you're slashing through that the black pudding, if you hit it with slashing damage, would split in half, right? And turn into 2 things. That doesn't happen here. You're fine.
Fucking hell, Nick.
You cut at it and you're all good. It makes a good cut. There's no damage resistances or immunities going on here. You can just hack at this bastard. It's fine.
And it doesn't damage the axe either.
Nope, axe is fine. It's all good.
Okay, alright. Okay, vintage. Gonna bite. Yeah. What's he get? Plus 3. Oh my god.
So you have advantage from flanking.
Oh, you will
yeah,
have advantage from flanking. Yeah, roll it again.
Yep.
Roll another 1. You're fine. That hits.
And that is 1d6 plus 1. Hey,
Oh,
7.
lovely. 7 piercing
Nice.
damages. Vintage lunges forward and bites a chunk out of this gelatinous cube. In most normal situations, that would deal some sort of acid damage to you, but actually not on the gelatinous cube stat block. You are all good. All good.
Yummy, yummy jelly.
No problem, despite them being intensely acidic. I don't know why it's not on the stat block, but there we go.
It means they're nice and citrus flavored.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. It's like one of those what's it, toxic wastes, or you know, those really
Yeah, I love
sour
those.
sweets.
Yeah, toxic waste. I love those.
So yeah, that's Vintage's go. We go to the Ochre Jelly B, the last Ochre Jelly actually. Yeah. So Ochre Jelly B, what are you gonna do? I think you're just gonna hit the giant hyena. I think this is fine, right? Just swing and whack. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So Tattle, you will take 10-ish. No, a bit more than that. You're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage and
Okay.
5 acid,
Okay, 17 total.
and it moves there. It's just sort of slurping around you. I like that word. But it's pretty happy there. Honestly, it's pretty happy. Actually, it's going to slurp around you to there because it can fit into any space, even as small as 1 inch. So it's going to get right up next to a 1 in as well. There we go. Tattle, over to you. Transformed into
Okay.
giant hyena form.
Yep. Tattle's not going to mince words because she's got, well, she can't speak common, and 2, her mouth is going to be busy doing other things.
Oh, yes.
That is a +5 to bite. I don't get a flanking advantage from a 1 in, do I?
No.
I don't really want to move because it would leave Luna vulnerable.
Hmm.
Oh. Wait, let me just think. Move there. Is this rubble difficult
Difficult terrain. Yeah. Difficult terrain, but you can move onto it.
Okay. Yeah, never mind then. I was thinking I could move to the other side of the jelly and have Luna move round, but I don't think it would actually work out.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to attack. No point in wasting time. That's 15 to hit.
That hits. Absolutely. Your jaws find purchase on the acidic ochre jelly. It tastes awful. Like really, really bad. It's like biting into battery acid. You don't take damage, but it's like biting into. It's awful flavor.
This tastes awful, Luna.
And it goes, kind of want to eat it though.
That's 13 points of
13.
piercing damage.
13 piercing damage on the ochre jelly. Lovely. As you bite it. That's a good chunk of ochre jelly you're taking out of there. We go to Luna.
Okay, let's see. So you said this is difficult terrain?
That's right.
Okay, let me just find it. Wait. 10. Oh yeah, I get 40. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40. But she only has 2 HP, and I'd want to move back again. Yeah, Luna's just gonna move here.
Okay.
And can she give the aid action to a 1 in?
I don't believe so. You've got to be adjacent to the target.
Okay.
Unless Luna has a special feature, because some things have special features that let you do it without being adjacent, but it would be on Luna's sheet if so. Because I know Luna's an expert, right?
Nope, she can
Help
just
action
only
is a
take it
bonus
as
action, but yeah.
yeah.
Got to be adjacent. Got to be adjacent to the target.
Yeah, she just only gets the cunning action and help action.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's. I'm just going to move Luna down here, and that's her go.
Okay, we go to Cuba Gooding Jr. Oh, let me roll a d4 to determine who I go for, who I engulf. Okay, it is going to be Aegis and Bob. Now, Stonk and Vintage can make an attack of opportunity as it goes squanch this way.
They shall.
I'm inventing all sorts of onomatopoeia. Squanch. I'm keeping that
What
one.
is it?
I'm just imagining silly putty noises.
Yes.
Oh no, that's worse.
Stonk's a 19
hits.
to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Right here.
11 from Vintage.
11 from Vintage. That will hit
You
as
said
well.
it's a 6 to hit, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. The AC of this thing is very low.
Stonk hits for 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing damage. You're using a rapier, right, Stonk?
Yeah.
Nice.
Vintage
Great
does
weapon.
free.
And free, and that's more piercing damage because it's teeths. Very good. Okay, dexterity saving throw, please, from Aegis and Bob. As you get engulfed in all of this acid.
Oh no.
Well, you're in.
I'm using my inspiration.
Haven't you already used that?
No.
No, I must be misremembering. Must have been someone else. Don't worry about it. Yeah, go for it. That's a pass. You are pushed out here. And one for Bob. What was Bob's number?
I hadn't rolled yet for Bob because I was blanking on that you needed to roll. I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Okay, so Bob has a 15.
Bob's fine. There we go. And it goes. 15 like that. And it is going to move 5, 10, 15 to there.
dear.
Okay. We go to Stonk.
Can Stonk squeeze past Aegis and Bob?
Yes, you can. It's difficult terrain, so it's going to cost 10 feet of movement to get through their squares, but you can do. And these are also difficult terrain for you.
So that's 10, 20, 30?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, and then
You're sort of scrabbling along the ground.
Stonk is going to use his long, strong arms for a change and
That's true.
do the immediate attack with his rapier against.
Swing a hand around the corner and just whack it. Yeah, because you're a bugbear. You've got extra long arms. You've got that reach. You can hit Cuba Gooding Jr. from here.
Stretch Armstrong attack.
Yeah, stretch Armstrong attack. Absolutely. That will hit.
That hits.
Yeah, it's got
Oh,
AC
shit.
of 6.
All right, you said 6 earlier. I forgot about that.
Yeah, roll damage.
Go gadget rapier.
And that will hit for well, only 4 piercing.
4 piercing's good. 4 piercing's good. It's racking up. It is racking up. We go to Bob.
Does Bob have enough move? He's got 40 feet. 10, 20,
Yeah.
30, 40, it's 25, 30. I don't know, Bob is gonna have a bite at Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yep, go for it.
Still funny. Yeah. Hopefully a decent. That's 21 to hit.
That hits. Yeah, roll damage.
Come on. Bob, do your thing. Woo!
Nice.
Full damage.
Oh,
8.
excellent. Excellent.
That's piercing damage.
Yep, absolutely. And just before we finish there,
Mm-hmm.
the second gelatinous cube arrives.
Come on.
I thought
It has been moving across the screen from over here since the start. And yeah, can I get a dexterity saving throw from Tattle and Luna, please?
Luna
Luna is in very serious trouble here.
I would recommend you pass the save.
I'd agree.
Hmm.
I'm going to take that advice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Luna has a +5, so I'll roll hers first. 23.
23 passes. So then we go to Tattle.
Okay. Tattle
Oh,
has
Luna
a
ends up
+3.
5 feet. That's a
22.
pass. And lastly, we go to a 1 in.
It's an 8.
I'm afraid a 1 in. You are engulfed. You are inside the cube now. You are restrained. And on the start of the cube's go, you will take a shitload of damage. Oh, do you take damage now? You do take damage now as well.
Oh, excellent.
Does Tattle get pushed anywhere?
Yeah, actually, Tattle, you get pushed. You take 12 points of acid damage. You go. Also, you can't breathe, so you're holding your breath. Is your Constitution modifier above 1?
Yes.
Sweet. I don't need to know what number it is right now, but you can't cast any spells that have verbal components or you will suffocate. You can start suffocating if you want, but it's probably not a good thing to do.
No.
But if you're in a pinch and you need to cast a verbal spell, yeah, you can, but only once. Okay, we go to a 1 in. A 1 in. You are restrained.
Concentration saving spell and saving throw. Pass.
Okay, you pass on Zephyr Strike.
Yes.
So while you're in here, you're restrained. You can't move. You can still attack. It will be at disadvantage. But you can also try and get yourself out of there with a strength check. But that will use your action.
It will, yes. Disadvantage. What was its AC again? Because we know that.
Its AC was very low. It was 6.
Yeah. Right. Weirdly, I'm already at disadvantage. I think my best bet is to try and shoot the cube arm inside with a longbow.
Okay. Absolutely.
This isn't the smartest idea, but I mean,
It's an amazing idea.
what could go wrong? Just in case, I point it towards like a jelly bean. There we go.
15 with a 7. That's incredible.
Yeah,
Plus 8. Yeah. Okay, that hits. Absolutely, that hits. Yeah.
Okay. I kind of didn't expect it to hit. Okay.
It has an AC of 6.
I
If you've
know,
got
but
plus
I was
8,
just-
the only way you can not hit is if you roll a 1.
Well, yeah, but traditionally,
points.
attacks from inside a creature with a longbow don't hit.
And yet, you're that kind of ranger. You're the best damn ranger that's ever existed, and you shoot QB with a longbow from the inside.
For 8 piercing damage, and my fish moved me 5 feet.
If they move you 5 feet, that will not get you out of the cube.
Oh no. I'm in the middle.
If they move you more, it will get you out.
That is true. Can I get a strength save from the...
You're trying to move the cube instead. Yeah? Okay. Let's see what happens.
I have a feeling I'm about to move with the cube, but...
That is a 17 on the save.
Yeah, that's something.
It was a great idea, though. I would have said that you would be separated from that. I think that's a perfectly fair use of something that has a save on it. But unfortunately, I rolled really fucking high.
You did.
Of interest,
I mean-
would she have been able to move the cube into the ochre jelly?
Yes, the ochre jelly wouldn't have minded, though. It's immune to acid damage.
Ah,
Yeah.
Actually, Nick, I've got a question.
Yep.
Since we've been around here, can we see what's down there?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Let me reveal a little bit more fog.
Ah.
There you go. In fact, tell you what, be really generous. There you go.
No, that's penis.
I think I played this game on MS-DOS in the 90s.
Aegis is over to you.
All right. Aegis will go 10, 20, 25. There.
Nice.
And throw the hand axe.
All right, yeet. Rolling is really just a formality. Yes, it hits. You managed to get the hand axe 10 feet down a corridor. That's all you needed to do.
I could have got a 1.
You could have got a 1. You could have got a natural 1. That's true.
There you go.
8 slashing damage on the gelatinous cube. That's pretty good. Is that going to bloody it? Yes. For a given definition of bloody, the gelatinous cube is weeping a little, you know?
Jellied.
Like a blister. No, not weeping as in crying.
It's leaking somewhat.
Yeah, seepage is happening.
Oh, no. Seepage is a horrible word.
Yeah.
Next. Vintage.
Okay, vintage.
Does vintage also have to squeeze to get through?
I mean, it's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
To get through here?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless you're 2 sizes smaller, and vintage is not tiny.
Okay.
If you had a chihuahua, maybe.
Damn it. Oh, Aegis could have moved here. I should have thought that one. Right. That's 5, 15, 25, 35, 40.
Nice.
Do I want to be in the way, though? Fuck it, he's going to bite.
Yes. Do it.
Right. What is it? +3.
That hits.
Nice. And then it's 6 + 1. 5 piercing.
5 piercing. Very good. Okay. We go to Okajelly B. Okajelly B is going to slide around like this.
You.
Who am I going to attack? Tattle or Luna? It's going to be Luna.
No.
You are the nice DM. I'm not. It's going to swipe at Tattle. Fine. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So that is 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And 6 acid.
Ouch.
And that's Okajelly B's go. We go to Tattle.
Okay, Tassel is in trouble.
Yes. You got another
She
wild
doesn't
shape,
really
right?
have. No, I used the giant spider form on the in the ghost fight.
In the ghost fight, yeah. Oh yeah, you're in trouble.
Oh wait, no, I definitely totally have another wild shape.
Nope, you're in trouble.
Okay, I am going to bite the ochre jelly.
Okay, I like it. Give me the roll.
I mean,
Don't roll a natural 1,
nice
basically.
Yeah, nice and simple.
Oh, do the Ochre Jellies also have a AC of 6?
No, but it's pretty low.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, 2d6 plus what was it? 3, 9 points of piercing damage.
Nice. A good bite, and you launch into it and get your teeth right in there. You see it was going for Luna, and for a second there, that rage boils through you. Okay. Luna.
Okay, Luna doesn't really have any way of getting out of here. So, can Luna squeeze through here without getting caught in the cube, or?
Luna can move through your space as difficult terrain. We'll
Okay.
take an attack of opportunity to do so, but can do that.
Oh, will she? Okay, so Luna's going to take a bite at the ochre jelly.
Okay.
Luna has a +3, I believe. Wrong way on the character sheet. Yep, +3. That's a 12 to hit.
12 hits.
Okay, that's just going to be a d6 +1, but hey, it's better than nothing. Nice.
Nice. 7 points of damage. Very good. That is now a bloodied ochre jelly. And again, it's more
Excellent.
seepage.
Okay, Luna is going to take the disengage action as a bonus action.
Cunning action, of course.
Yep. Okay, so is that 40 feet of movement?
That's 20 to get through you, right?
Yeah, so you're at 25 now.
Okay. 30, 35, 40.
Okay, that's 40. All right, we go to Cuba Gooding Jr. because that's action, bonus action, and movement.
Yep, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, Cuba Gooding Jr. is going to do what Cuba Gooding Jr. does best. Slurp. Can I get a dex saving throw from Bob and Vintage, please?
Yeah. Why did the jellies attack each other? Are they aligned?
They're immune to each other's damage.
Yep, they can't digest other jellies. It's a feature.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Vintage is sucked into the cube.
Bob, see?
Bob is as well, right?
What did Bob get?
8.
8. Yep, both of you are sucked in. And it continues to move. It can be really cheeky and it can go around this corner in one. It's going to do that. Stonk and Aegis, please make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, no.
Aegis, you're in as well.
This is going great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Stonk, you are fine. Stonk, you dive out of the way as it comes around the corner, and you're absolutely fine. But the dogs are in trouble, and so is Aegis. So each of you is going to take this damage. I'm just going to roll it once because I cannot be asked. And it's really fucking low, so that's really lucky for you. 4 acid damage. Almost minimum. Okay, we go to Stonk.
Again, everything changes, and this is not looking good. Everyone's in danger.
Everyone is in danger, yeah.
Except for Stonk, because he's got three duplicates protecting him.
Yeah. Stonk is relatively fine.
Stonk went for self-preservation.
Stonk and steady.
Steady as he's Stonk.
So what's it going to be?
What happens when something like how large is the cube compared to relative to the characters inside of it?
It is 10 foot wide, and it's 10 foot by 10 foot. It would normally be 10 foot tall, but these are 5 foot tall corridors.
So it's not really a cube currently.
It would ordinarily be a cube, but it is currently squished a little bit. Yeah, so it's a cuboid.
Gelatinous rectangular prism. Got it.
Yeah.
But what would happen if a character inside of a cube suddenly becomes larger?
It would either push them out or it would push the other people out, and I would roll a die to determine which of those.
What if the cube suddenly became smaller?
But you've seen Tattle be inside the cube when she was in giant hyena form, so it can definitely contain a large creature. But whether it can contain a large creature and medium creatures, that's a good question.
Well, it takes up a 10 by 10 grid.
Difficult.
Sounds like a plan.
I have a feeling that the people in Cube A are still okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think Stonk is going to Misty Step
Okay.
to avoid an opportunity attack.
Makes sense.
And he can go, I think, 1, 2, 3.
Gosh, Nick, your players and
I think over here.
Okay. You miss your step over there, you go poof. And you're
Yeah,
right next to Tattle.
So that's bonus action. For action, Stonk is going to attack with his rapier.
Yeah.
So this 21 to hit.
Oh,
Again.
that hits. Absolutely.
Ooh.
And it shall be 6 piercing damage.
Okay, very good. A good slash. You sort of, well, not slash, pierce, ram that rapier straight through the ochre jelly, and it causes this massive hole in the center, which gradually seeps acid, but heals itself or knits itself together again. Heal is a different thing. There's no hit points being gained here, but you've definitely done some good damage there.
Man, I hope this would be dead, considering it was already.
Oh, you're
quite
getting
damaged.
there. You're definitely getting there, but not yet.
Yeah, and then I've already used my bonus action, so I can't bardic inspiration. So it's
That's right.
one thing that I should be able to. Well, that one time that I remember to. In this combat so far. Good.
We go to Bob.
We're just going to move regular movement
Okay.
over here to. I don't know.
Flanking.
For some reason, I'm thinking that's better.
You could do that. That's no problem. That's no problem at all. And it is now Bob. Bob is restrained, so disadvantage on attacks. Can try and make a strength check using Bob's action to get out of the cube.
Yeah, that is what Bob's going to do. Strength check. That's the regular bonus modifier for that, right?
It'll be the strength modifier, yeah.
Yeah. That's an 18.
Bob's out. Boop. Very good. Still have movement and a bonus action, of course, if Bob has anything, but that's the action done.
Well, movement can't really move anywhere with that cube in the way.
No.
Yeah, Bob's going to stick around there.
Okay. We go to cube B. A 1 in. You start to feel yourself getting digested. You take... Whoo! 19 acid damage.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
Cool.
Just so you know, that's below average.
Wow.
Holy shit.
And then QB is going
Yep,
to attack Tattle. Because that's not its, like, action or anything. That just happens because you're inside it. So, against Tattle, that is a 15 to hit.
That hits. This could be
Okay.
bad. This could be very bad.
You take 5 points of acid damage.
Okay, that's literally what I needed to knock out my wild shape. I'm a teeth again.
Okay. It's gonna move
know where that moved.
5.
Oh no,
10.
no, bad cube.
15. You can take an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Hey, am I taking that as a hyena or a tiefling?
Tiefling, it happened after dropping you to Tiefling form.
Okay, that's going to be a schemata.
Did I hear
11.
schemata?
That hits. So
Well,
you
it's more like a
slash at it
machete.
with your machete. How much damage?
Okay, that's going to be a d6 plus 3 for 5 points of slashing damage.
5 points of slashing damage. Excellent. On the cube.
Thanks, Machete. Best character in the Spy Kids franchise.
Yep. It goes straight up to Luna with murderous intent. A 1 in. You are inside the cube, approaching Luna with a one intent, and you are restrained. What's the plan?
Oh yeah, I have to do a concentration save.
Oh yeah. Just passes.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the strength check and try and get out of here.
Makes sense. Now you've seen how much damage this involves.
Yeah.
Just so you know how many dice I rolled there, 66 is how much damage you take.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Don't be inside a gelatinous cube. Why do you think I was using that attack only? A 10 will
Was that
not
dice
do it,
were
I'm
19?
afraid. I'm afraid.
didn't
Yeah,
roll
it was
one.
so close. It was so close.
You have inspiration in one.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's a scary time for a 1-in. Okay, Aegis, we go to you.
Yeah, you're just gonna try and get out.
Absolutely. Strength check, please.
Straight strength check, yeah.
Straight strength check, yeah.
This is a check, not a save.
It is. Let me check.
It's an
Hang on.
18. 18 if it's a check, 20 if it's a save.
It is a check, but you are out.
Cool.
You end up there.
Okay.
Push yourself out with your raw strength, and yeah, you're free. That was your action, but you know, bonus action and such and movement
We'll
should you
move
need to.
around. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Over to
No, I don't
vintage.
think so. Okay, vintage will do the same. Does he have the same strength as? Oh no, he's got +1 strength. Okay. Come on, vintage. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, vintage is out as well.
Great.
Vintage ends up there.
Okay. He will circle around to join Aegis over here.
Okay. We go to Okajelly B. Okajelly B is going to strike at you, Stonk. Now, you've got mirror image up, so do I have to roll something to determine whether I hit a mirror or something, or do I have to hit first?
I have to roll, I think. Each time
Okay.
a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the
Okay.
attack targets one of your duplicates. If you have 3 duplicates, roll 6 or higher. You must roll 6 or higher to change the target to a duplicate. So d6, and that
D20?
will be
Oh, it's targeting you, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. But, you know, I mean, it means mirror image remains up. Like, you're not losing a mirror image. So it's
So
only one
great.
hit. Yeah.
Wow.
Good. That is a 14 to hit.
That will not hit.
That won't hit. Hey, there we go. That's the perfect scenario for you. You've still got all 3 mirrors. You've not been hit. You're good. The jelly is upset at this information. And is going to squish round. No, it's not going to do that. It's not an idiot. It's going to stay there, I think. Yeah, it's going to stay there. I was going to put it in between like all that, but it's like it will just get murdered. Okay, Tattle, over to you.
said it's not an idiot, but isn't it thoughtless?
Yeah, it has wisdom though.
Okay, Nick, I have a question.
Okay.
Can I squeeze through this gap?
No.
Oh,
Strictly speaking, that's a 1-inch wide gap, but there was no way I was drawing a gap that small. Dungeon Draft has a limit to the size of its cave tool.
okay.
It's like tiny, narrow cracks in the walls. Oh, actually, you know what? I tell you what, you can try and make me an acrobatics check to get through if you want.
Okay,
If you fail,
Well,
it will
that's
use all of your movement, but you will still get through. If you pass, you'll get through with 10 feet of movement.
will I still have my will I use my action?
No.
Okay. Oh, go on. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah. I'll set the DC to 15 on this. Which is doable, I think.
She says that she fails abysmally.
You're fine. So you get through there with 10 feet of movement because you're very lithe, probably from all the time spent running around the forest.
Yep.
Let me open up the fog for you a bit.
A bit.
And here's where I just find there's like 20 cubes all around me.
God, wouldn't that be funny?
Hilarious. Okay. Have I lost visual on the Ochre Jelly?
Yes.
Okay. No point in
You
trying
can
to
no
cast a
longer
spell, then.
see its ochre majesty.
Okay, so we've got 10. Okay. I'm going to run over to here and call round to Luna because obviously I've still got Speak with Animals up.
Couldn't you only
Luna,
have...
the switch.
What? Oh! Okay.
And yep, smash cut to Luna, who's going to bonus action disengage and
Nice.
pull the switch.
Okay, this activates and it is a whirling cyclone blade. And it's right near your face. You can feel the breeze of it as it goes past. You're obviously fine where you are, but yeah, that's active now.
Yep, and she's going to 5, 10, that's 15 feet of movement. So it's the red area of effect, isn't it?
Yep. Do not enter that red area or it will be bad.
Okay, so I've got 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yep. You can come around behind. That's fine. Absolutely. Okay. It is Cuba Gooding Jr.'s go. Is going to go Squanch. Bob can take an attack of opportunity if Bob would like.
Bob will.
And
Attack
I'm
of
going to need dex saves from Vintage and Aegis, please.
8 for Bob to hit it.
That is going to hit. Yeah.
Woo!
Absolutely.
And Bob bites it for 7 piercing damage.
That's a good bite. All right. Very nice.
Good boy, Bob.
Good boy, Bob. More seepage is happening from this. How are those dex saves going?
Okay, so this is for Aegis. Oh no.
Failure.
10.
Oh dear.
This one is for Vintage. I just checked it. Why am I having to check it?
And I'll need one from Stonk as well, because you better believe we're going all the way downtown.
Oh no.
That's a failure as well. You're both engulfed again.
Damn it.
That's a dex saving throw for Stonk, or
Yep, dex saving throw for Stonk.
16.
That's a pass. So I'm going to say you're pushed out to there.
I'm beginning to feel
Okay.
like running away from the rest of the party might have been a bad move.
Vintage and Aegis.
Not bad move. You're alive.
Vintage, you take 4 points of acid damage. Aegis, you take 8 points of acid damage. Stonk, we go to you.
Okay, I think we finally have a situation where Stonk might be able to use Thunderwave without hitting anyone if he angles it so that it only hits the left side of Cube A.
Absolutely, I think you can do that. You could move to here to do that and then just blast like that. There wouldn't be an attack of opportunity if you did that. You'd be fine.
Yeah. That's a 15 foot. How do you do it? I keep forgetting how you make cubes here.
I mean, I don't think you need to draw it. We can...
Yeah, you don't need to worry
So-
about the cube. It's gonna get Cube A and Ochre Jelly B.
Okay.
It is, what save is it? Is it? I always get the wrong one.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. So Ochre Jelly first. Ochre Jelly rolls the nat 1, and Gelatinous Cube. Amazing. Gelatinous Cube rolls a nat 2. And Gelatinous
Well,
Cube has
Stonk.
+5 to
Stonk.
Constitution saving throws as well. So, yeah, blast him. Oh, and I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip a coin. Heads, you blast that blade enough that it starts spinning. No, that's tails. Tails, you blast the blade enough that it starts spinning. Heads, you don't.
No.
Well,
This is
That's
still a good plan.
tails. That's tails. Okay,
This is still a good plan.
but it's still a good plan. Go for it. Blast it. Roll that damage.
that's 10 damage.
10 damage to each of them. Very good.
Thunder
So
damage.
that's Cube A. Oh, good thunder damage as well. And Oak Jelly gets blasted, and then that scything blade starts spinning around. Ooh, okay. So
Is this a bad time to mention that they're also pushed 10 feet away from Stonk?
push 10 feet away. That one can't move anyway. And yeah, this thing scythes around. Okay, fails the save. So it's going to take the full slashing. Oh, that's a lot of slashing. Now,
Rolling
the thing about
damage
these,
after
though,
masses.
yeah, is they are immune to slashing damage.
Immune, not just resist.
Immune.
Yeah.
It does not split.
Oh,
Ooh.
you mean it's not running away?
It, you know what? You know what? It's immune to slashing damage, but I think this is a unique situation, Stonk. Because you've just activated a scything blade trap of death under it. Ordinarily, it would split in half if it has more than 10 hit points. It does not. Stonk, it has 1 hit point. And I think that scything blade trap will actually kill it. Normally it would be immune to it, but
Blender, right?
if you were, it's just been thrown into a blender. It's on 1 hit point. That kills Ochre Jelly Bee.
I mean, mechanically, it was split into two pieces that died.
It doesn't split. The split just doesn't happen if it's got less than 10 hit points, mechanically speaking. What this has just done is it's split into 2 million oozes.
No, breathe it in.
This is now spinning though. Like it's got a bit of momentum, and it will
What
be
happens
spinning
with the
for a
cube?
bit.
'Cause the cube gets pushed as well, right?
The cube's been pushed, but the cube's just like stuck against the wall. It doesn't take damage if it slams into a wall. There's nothing in the spell for that. But
I
Stonk,
was more
that's
wondering
great.
if it would get pushed in this direction. And
Nope, it gets pushed that
No.
way. But it's just like goop against the wall.
it doesn't
Very good.
Squish.
No, it does not. Okay, Bob.
Yeah. Wait. Also,
sorry.
Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration for Aegis.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, over to Bob.
Well, I think Bob will go and try to take a. If it bites here, does it bite a cube or does it bite Aegis?
It'll bite the cube. It can choose its target still. It can choose its target. You're okay.
Okay, Bob is going to bite cube.
Aegis. Just choose.
Could try pulling Aegis out.
Okay, that is a 10 to hit,
That hits.
and that shall be chunk from Bob. Oh, it's a weak one, 3 piercing damage.
There's some seepage going on now. It's another bite that sinks in. It doesn't really do much damage this time though, I'm afraid. We go to QB. Talia. 66. Okay, that's 2 6s plus a 1, so 13 plus.
Can I just tell you right now, I have 6 HP.
Oh no.
Okay.
And I'm at 38, so you don't really need to.
Oh.
Yeah, you're unconscious. You are making death saving throws on the start of your turn. Yeah. Boop. And you are still inside the cube.
So even if you stabilize at the end of your turn, you're. Wait.
You actually
What
can't
order would that
stabilize
happen?
when you are suffocating. Fun fact. So,
Oh, fuck.
yeah. You can only stabilize
dear.
when you get out of the source that's stopping you from being able to breathe. You can still roll death saving throws, but you aren't stabilized until you get out.
And that.
A 1 in death saving throw, please.
Yay! That's just a raw d20, right?
Wait, is the
Yeah.
cube not moving or anything?
Oh yeah, it probably should do an attack and a move and all that.
Where the heck can it move?
That's
I mean,
the
it did see a
thing.
doggo.
That is the thing.
Tasty looking doggo. I'm very sorry you're about to get blended the 1 in.
Yeah, and Stonk as well.
5, 10, 15. So
Ow.
what happens here is it's a dexterity saving throw for half damage. Now you auto fail dex saves, so you are going to take a death save failure.
Oh dear.
Gelatinous cube fails the save as well, so is going to take 4d6 slashing damage. 20 points of slashing damage. And now it's going to try and engulf 5, 10. Luna or Tattle?
Oh no.
How much movement do these things have?
They've got 15 feet of movement, but then their engulf lets them move 15 feet as well. So, yeah. Tattle, dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Do they also suffer from difficult terrain?
They don't. They just slop over everything.
11.
That's a failure, I'm afraid. You take 12 acid damage, and you are engulfed.
I'm down.
You're down.
Yeah, I had literally 12 HP left.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Both of you are unconscious inside Cube B. This could be player character death happening.
Stonk is the only person not in a cube right now.
Yeah. Aegis, you're in a cube. What are you going to do?
I'm getting out of the cube.
That sounds like a good idea.
A death save, don't I?
Yes,
sorry, yeah,
actually, yeah.
yeah.
I want to make a death saving throw. That's a success. So you've got 1 failure, 1 success.
Ding.
At 3 successes, you will not stabilize until you're pulled out of the cube, or until the cube is killed.
So will she continue to get death fails?
Yeah.
Death saving fails?
Well, continue to make death saving throws, basically, each time.
Oh, okay. You could have like more than 3 death save successes and still not stabilize.
Drowning is bad. Don't do it.
Right.
You're out.
Oh, fuck.
You're out, and I'm going to put you there. That is still scything and active. Bear in mind.
When you say drowning, a warning can breathe underwater.
Doesn't count in this case. You are suffocating because this is acid.
Yeah, and you're unconscious, right? Okay, Aegis is gonna. No, he can't because then you get an attack of opportunity. Right. Okay.
Well, you can just take it. I mean, you got a high AC, right?
This is true.
Desperate times.
No. Okay. Vintage will also now try and roll out.
That's a pass.
14? Oh.
Vintage ends up there.
Okay.
Otherwise, Vintage would be in the scythe zone, and that feels rude.
Vintage has the pant thingy. Is that a bonus action? Yes. Oh, it's 1d10 plus 2. Okay. I'll hold off on that for now.
Okay. Tattle, make me a death saving throw, please. That's
16.
a success. Oop. Tossing things. Okay, Luna.
Okay. I think as Tattle was going to, as soon as Tattle saw the cube, I'm going to say she probably shouted to Luna to try and help her one in.
Okay.
Before getting engulfed herself. So I think Luna's going to try and pull a one in out.
Okay. Strength check, please.
What's Luna got for strength? Okay, +1. Could be worse. Could be worse.
That's
19.
a pass.
Oh,
So you pull a 1 into safety.
Okay.
And you take 15 points
dear.
of acid damage.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luna's down.
Luna's down as well. On the plus side, though, Talia's not dead. Sorry, a 1 in is not dead. Talia's also not dead, which is a plus. But because that pretty much is how it would go if it had gotten to the end of this round in initiative. I mean, it wouldn't guarantee, but it'd be pretty close. Cuba Gooding Jr. is going to strike at Stonk with the pseudopod. So please roll a d20 Stonk because of mirror image.
What's a pseudopod?
It's like a tentacle.
Attack.
Yeah.
It's like it's made of goo and it's turned the goo into like an arm.
Okay, it's going to strike one of your mirror images. That's a natural 1. Fails to hit your mirror image. That's
It's all
its,
coming strong as always.
that's its full go, and I tell you, that's
It doesn't happen to move into the fan.
No, it's surrounded by targets. Why would it move into the fan? It's got
Stonk,
loads
please
of
help.
options. It doesn't need to move. So that's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s go. Over to Stonk.
We're in quite a pickle here.
Yeah.
Help.
The thing is, the question is whether, like, I as a player know the situation. Does Stonk know the situation is the question.
You would likely have heard the sounds of combat down there and suddenly no sounds of combat.
Hmm.
Loud gulping.
Yeah. A lot of schlorp.
Dogs yelping.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd imagine because Vassal was speaking to Luna with magic, she probably technically said, "Get one and out of the cube." In common.
Almost certainly.
Cube.
Trying to think of a way that Stonk can be the hero and save things. But he doesn't even have vision on the situation right now at all. So
No.
How many Misty Steps you got? Also, don't forget you can fly. I don't know if you've got that left.
In a 5-foot tunnel, Nick. Come on.
Be funny. Like a rocket.
Could Stonk fly through the gap?
Not fly. You could probably Misty Step through the gap. That's fine because you can just like look through it. But
He only has one Misty Step
Yeah.
used for long
fly
rest
would be
step.
difficult. You could fly around, but not through there.
Yeah.
Wait, what? One?
Could he try the acrobatics check to get through?
You could try an acrobatics check to try and fit through if you'd like.
And if he moves at all, he's getting an attack of opportunity.
That's relatively
less
fine.
a concern than actual movement because the rubble is there, right? It's still difficult terrain, I believe.
It is. It is.
So that's
Stonk's
the
mirrored up.
main part.
Attack of opportunity is not
Oh
a
yeah,
problem.
true.
The movement is the problem. And sure, Fly fixes that, but then he's used his action.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing. Your healing spells, what are they? Action or bonus action?
He's got Cure Wounds, that's an action.
No healing word.
But I was thinking about something else, but he wouldn't need to get, well, I mean, it doesn't make sense for him to be able to do what I'm thinking about trying to do without having vision on the situation.
What are you thinking?
Trying to ask Insomnia for a favor.
Oh, you can do that without vision? This is God nonsense.
he knows things are
Yeah.
bad.
But Nick, what's the point of asking your god for help if you can't see the results? How is he going to write a song about it?
The greater concern is that I have no idea where to find the rules for that now, with all that's changed about that. I know that the rules were somewhere on Legend of People, I don't know where.
In the downtime section for religious services, it's one of the
Divine Aid
tabs.
2.0.
Oh,
So,
there's it's a tab.
yeah.
So if Stonk wishes for divine aid, he would like to have it solved that once again he can hear his friends be happy and merry and alive without dying and without being attacked by whatever might be attacking them where he can't see them.
Okay.
He's asking that of Insomnia.
Okay. You're spending a divine favor?
He has 4 favors.
Okay, you can spend one divine favor here, and then you can spend more later to re-roll the result to get something more powerful. So you start at -1. You spend a divine favor, that brings you up to 0. Have you acted in accordance with your faith during this adventure?
That's a great question.
And has anyone else in the party got divine favors? You can use them if you're unconscious.
I do.
If you would like to add a divine favor to this roll to add an extra d20, you can.
Yes, I would like to.
Anyone else with one?
Nope.
Okay, so a 1 in will add 1 as well. I'm going to say, Stonk, you have acted in accordance with insomnia. Because Stonk's very being is acting in accordance with the god.
Say, the fire-breathing flying thing on the left is like A+ madness god shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have 2d20.
Nice.
That's
I'm personally going to upgrade to 3d20. Because I think this is pretty cool. And I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want.
Are you?
It's true. He's the DM.
He's
Yeah.
insomnia.
come on.
Divine intervention on divine
Insomnia.
intervention.
3d20,
Please.
roll a 20. No luck, I'm afraid. No luck.
Insomnia. Why don't you listen to me? I'm your
tried.
paladin, your warrior, your hero, your knight. Come on, answer my prayer.
You don't hear anything back.
Insomnia.
You could still try moving over here.
Well, that didn't work. As I expected, but you know, you can.
Good effort.
It's one can hope, one can dream. Damn that downgrade to divine aid. Well, that's the action gone, I guess.
Yep.
Uh,
So there you had a 1 in 8 chance, which is better than a 12th level cleric. Sometimes the
not-
dice just aren't with you.
Usually for Stonk, for me, for all my characters. Yeah. Well, I think he'll start moving in that direction anyway.
Okay.
20, 30. Let's take an attack of opportunity.
It used
Yeah.
it already on your mirror image and missed, didn't it?
Oh, right.
Was that this turn?
No, that was a
Oh,
normal
cool.
attack. It's going to try. Roll a d20 to see if it targets you or a mirror.
Target Stonk.
Target Stonk. That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
And that is 11 points of bludgeoning damage
Everything is no longer turning up Stonk.
and 4 acid.
Okay. At least Stonk has most HP than the rest of the party in
Yep.
general. So-
And you still got
Much
all
higher than
3
average.
mirror images. You're going to come out of this unconscious, but with 3
It's so
copies of you that
helpful.
are fine. And we go to Bob.
Yeah. Bob not being aware of anything else that's going on. Is just going to have another chomp at the cube. Hey. Om nom nom.
Om nom nom indeed.
Gonna be a 10
That
to hit.
hits.
And
Roll
that's gonna
damage.
be 3 piercing damage. Once again, Bob takes a very small chomp.
Just a little nibble. Just biting, just a little nibble. I
Just enjoy
don't know
that
what's happening.
delicious interest.
Yes. We go to QB. Okay, so Tattle. What's your hit point maximum?
My hit point maximum is 36.
Okay, so it's possible that I can do max damage.
Oh no.
Let's see.
I thought that didn't come into when they were already down.
Yeah, if you get hit by someone and it deals max damage, yeah, you do still.
All right.
On the other hand, though, I've just rolled 3 1s, so I'm not going to hit the max damage on the second half of it even.
I could have really used those 3 ones before, you know?
Now I need to check something.
How we
No,
consider.
you can't critical hit on this. It's not an attack. So you take 1 death saving failure.
Okay.
And now the scything blade is going to come in for the cube. It's not going to hit Tattle. It's coming in for the cube. I rolled the same number again. Another natural 2 on the save. So the cube is going to take some slashing damage.
Yeah.
Okay, 15
Cypher's
slashing damage.
The Cypher's a true trans ally.
Cube B is now seeping as well. There's seepage going on as the spinning blade slices through it. Yeah, Tattle, you take.
Did you say it's Did you say the cube's been bisected? Some kind of bread?
It has. It's going to attack a 1 in. Actually, a 1 in. How many death saving failures have you had?
1.
Okay, and Luna? None.
Yeah.
Who am I going to kill, basically? Because if it hits, it's a crit. And that's 2 death save failures. So I'm going to flip a coin, I think. It's not smart enough to know who to target. Heads a 1 and tails Luna. It's Luna. Okay, that's going to hit, so it's a critical hit. What's Luna's HP maximum? Because I need to check if I'm going to pass that with a crit.
Uh, 27.
19 this time because I rolled low the second half. Okay, that's 2 death save failures for Luna. Okay. A 1 in. Death saving throw, please. That's exactly what you need for a pass.
Ew.
And now that you're outside of the cube, you will stabilize it free. Aegis.
Okay. When flanked,
Yeah.
is this situation flanking?
Yeah. Because of vintage.
Do you get advantage on grapple checks? It is an attack, right?
Sure. Are you sure you want to try to grapple the acid cube?
It's always good when the DM asks that question.
Wait, we do take acid damage when we go inside it, so he would not be. No, he would not think of that. Okay. Okay, right. It's used its attack of opportunity already, so he's going to, he's going to slash at it with the hand axe again. Carry on going. These things seem to have quite a lot of health, which is worrying.
They do, yeah.
Right.
That hits. Roll damage.
6 plus 3. Actually, it's with advantage, right? So I should roll just in case.
Just in case you crit? Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
And you
yes!
do. There we go. There we go. Critical hit.
That was worth doing.
You finally found its massive weak spot, which you've hit for massive damage.
No. Screwed it on the damage dice, though. Okay. So 7 slashing.
And that destroys Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh my god. Thank god I didn't try and hug it.
Nicely done. Nicely done. That crit did it.
Okay, and then we'll use 5, 10, no, wait, 10, 20, and I can't move.
If you want to go faster, you can go through the blades.
Interesting. I'll consider that next time. Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, sorry, hang on. Go back there. Blades are no longer active.
Okay.
It was going to be until that round started that the blades would then stop because they've been spinning they've not been spinning because they've got energy
it was on
here.
The activation by Stonk.
It was the thunder wave made them spin, but now you can go. So you can move through the middle safely if you would like.
So this is not difficult terrain here.
That's not difficult terrain, you're good there.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Damn these small legs. I should get extra movement because I don't have to stoop.
No, you're right. I should have made it difficult terrain for everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely, Nick. Come on. There has to be an advantage to being a dwarf. Right.
No, there is.
Vintage's turn.
Okay.
He's just gonna dash, I think. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. No, 40. I think it's 40, isn't it?
Yeah. Dogs get
Yeah.
40 feet of movement.
Yeah, so a dash is 80 feet.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, I guess he'll stop there.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay, Tattle. Death saving throw, please.
Here goes nothing. 17.
Another success. I was hoping for a nat 20, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, you
that would
drop
be very
immediately
nice.
again, but it would reset your death saves.
Yeah.
Okay. Luna. Death saving throw, please.
Oh, that's me.
Yep.
14.
That's a success.
Whoa.
Which is good because you already have 2 failures, so. Okay. Stonk.
Okay. First off, I think something might have been forgotten about the Divine 8 last turn. I mean, I know it's a bit late to remark on that now, but the page says DM advice when other characters are aiding the beseechment, have them roll their d20s. However, the player who is beseeching should roll first, then choose the players who are assisting if and only if the player did not roll any 20s.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. You rolled 3 20s. It was just, if people are rolling like that with actual physical dice, that's a nice way of going, hey, it was my one that helped, But it doesn't matter that much.
Okay, I didn't know it would matter. Can Stonk acrobatics through...
Yes, you can. Make me an acrobatics check, please, and you'll get through that.
That's just a check, that's not an action.
Just a check, not an action.
Okay,
It will cost you 10 feet of movement to get through, but that's it.
yeah. Okay, so Stonk
Success.
rolled a 21.
You're through.
Woo!
So you've used 10 feet of movement, you've got the rest of it to go. Now the cube has a new target.
Or new targets.
Someone can be pulled out of the cube, right?
Yes, you can pull someone out of the cube with a strength check.
With a strength. Can you do 2 checks in the same turn?
Yeah, that's fine. That would use your action, though.
That would use the action. Yeah, that would be understandable.
I'll also let you do cure wounds through the cube, but you will take some acid damage.
I was just wondering if that might be an option. And that would bring Tattle back to consciousness with HP.
It would.
Yeah, I think that's... Stonk is gonna move up. It's 25 movement total. It's going to reach in to cast Cure Wounds on Tattle.
Okay.
So that's a 1d8. Such amazing rolls.
Sometimes
You
the
don't have-
dice do it.
You don't add your, what's it?
Do I add something?
Cure wounds,
Oh,
1d8 plus your
+5 charisma.
spellcasting ability mod, so that would be your charisma.
Yeah, so it's +5 indeed.
7 hit points. That's a bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tattle's
Beats
no
having
longer.
no skin. Sorry, Goggles.
Okay. You take 10 points of acid damage, Stonk.
Okay.
And
Fair.
Tattle, welcome back to consciousness. You're still engulfed,
Hey,
but you're not about to die.
And
not as much.
uh,
I mean,
oh,
I'm probably going to get Cedric when the cube's turn comes around, but
can you give
Well, that
Bardic
wouldn't kill
Inspiration to someone who's unconscious?
You can give Bardic Inspiration to anyone, and they can use it in death saving throws.
Well, then Stonk is giving Bardic Inspiration to a Wunan.
Okay. Gotta keep him alive. We go to Bob then.
Bob is like, where'd everyone go? There's a getting fan in front of me. Oh my god. I think Bob is feeling a bit lost and Stonk is out of sight.
Yeah.
So Bob does see Aegis, and he knows Aegis. I mean, of course he knows Aegis, right?
He knows Aegis. Yeah.
Well, so it would make sense that Bob would go towards Aegis, but I would assume that Bob would also have enough sense as a dog to know that he shouldn't get within the reach of those spinning blades.
Oh, well, this one's no longer active, so Bob can just go straight for it. Yeah, that one ended because it was only being powered by the thunder wave, so it would just eventually it slowed down to a stop.
Okay. Bob, how much? 40 feet. So moving on. 6. Bark. What do? Yeah. That's it.
Okay. We go to cube B. So first of all, Tattle, I'm afraid you are going to take some damage.
Please be less than 10. Please be less than 7.
Well, I've rolled above 7 already on the first half of it. I'm afraid you're unconscious again. But your death saves have been reset. Remember,
that's
so you're
nice.
back to 0-0 again. Okay, so the timer has been reset from that cure wounds. And then, of course, QB is still in the whirling blade zone. This time passes the save, but will still take half damage.
It's enough to kill it. Yay!
I admire your optimism.
That is a low roll, I'm afraid. It takes 3 points of damage.
Damn.
From 46 halved. That was a very low roll.
Oh my god.
So I've been rolling high otherwise on the cube, so it's evening up. The cube has a target now, though. So it's going to attack Stonk. Oh, Stonk, can you give me a concentration check, please, for when you took damage from cure woundsing Tattle? So that's a concentration saving throw for yourself.
What? Concentration saving?
Oh, sorry, constitution saving throw. I said the wrong word.
Okay, that makes more sense. That's 18?
You're fine. You've still got mirror image up. So please roll a d20 to see if I'm attacking you or the mirror images, who are like presumably at this point sitting on like chaise lounges, getting getting fed grapes. They're doing very little work right now.
Oh no.
Well, it's going against Stonk again.
Hell.
That is not a great hit. That is... Oh, that's... What the hell? I accidentally opened up the stats for a Death's Kiss, which is a large beholder. We're not... It's not that.
Oh, those are the vampire ones.
Yeah. I've accidentally opened... I don't know what I've done. I've accidentally opened like a load of really weird shit when I'm trying to just... I think... Yeah, I think this is fucking just broken.
That
Anyway.
tab on your browser, eh?
There we go. No, I've just opened a load of stat blocks. Right, okay. So that was a 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, you're good. You're good. The pseudopod misses you again. A 1 in. Death saving throw, please. Remember, you have Bardic Inspiration.
I do.
You must
I used that
roll it
before.
alongside. Yeah.
It's a D6.
It is, I think, a D6 at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Good thing you did, yeah. That's another
And I'm
pass.
Stable.
You are stable. You're no longer making death saves. Aegis,
I thought I
over
wanted
to
was
you.
already stable.
No.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
but no.
All right. Aegis will to here. Can
You
he
can go one
throw-
more if you need to.
Yeah. Can he throw an axe through this space?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Then he will do that.
The blade itself is not like 5 feet wide, so it's not too hard to throw an axe through there.
Yeah.
It's just that if your 5 foot wide body enters that space, you're going to get sliced up. Is more what that cube is for. But yeah, you can
Aegis'
definitely.
body is 5 feet wide.
Absolutely. Aegis is also a cube. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay, 5 damage.
5 damage to the gelatinous cube. I almost said beholder again. I'm having a moment.
And actually, now he will move the extra 5 feet to come to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vintage.
Where is Vintage? Here he is. Does he have to? Actually, it doesn't matter. He'll squeeze to get to here,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then bite.
Okay.
Is that flanking?
I'll give it flanking. I think that's close enough through the line here. Like,
Okay.
so advantage on the attack roll.
Aha, doing it correctly this time.
Good thing you had advantage. That hits.
I knew it was a 7 on the other dice, so it would have been fine anyway.
Oh yeah, it would have been fine. Yeah, I'm still conditioned to look at low rolls as if they're not going to hit. But this gelatinous cube is an AC of 6, so yeah, yeah.
And that's another 4 piercing damage.
Another 4 piercing damage. It's getting there, but you are whittling away. You need to use some bigger weapons on this thing. It's getting there for sure, but you're nowhere near the end of the fight. Tattle, please make me
Okay.
a death saving throw. Success. Good. Luna, please make me a death saving throw. I saw a 6 for a
nearly
second and my
walked into
heart
the
was in
20.
my throat. A 20 would have been good as well, but a 6 would have been very bad. How many successes is that for Luna?
I think that's 2 for 2.
2 for 2. Okay, so one more success or one more failure, like really teetering on a knife's edge for Luna. Stonk, over to you.
Oh, will Stonk take damage if he tries to tattle out?
Yes.
Stonk get any more damage? Oh.
Remember, if you do need to do a large amount of damage, your bardic inspiration can increase the damage people do.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah. I mean, I gave it to Aegis earlier.
Yeah, I forgot I had it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Hey, just fucking get in there.
Great job. I give you something. How do you reward me?
Can you use bardic inspiration on yourself? Isn't
No. You can't inspire yourself. It's got to be others.
that would be the most Stonk move, though?
I think some bards can inspire themselves. I think, especially later on at higher levels. I don't think the Valor is one of those. I think it's like College of Blades, maybe College of Swords.
I'm so great.
I'm the best. / that sort of thing.
All right, Russell.
If you put a liquid inside of a cube, does the cube consume it?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, does it have to be purely the liquid, or can it be liquid inside of a container?
It can be inside of a container. Its acid dissolves a lot of things.
Funk throws a flask of sleeping draft into the.
Do cubes sleep?
We're about to find out. Okay. Hold on to your hats, everyone. Sleeping draft. What are the rules?
Good question.
Is it a potion of sleep?
I
Oh,
don't-
this is the liquid you got from. I remember it.
ages ago.
This is a
Yeah.
homebrew, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember it. The sleep spring. I've got the rules right here. Okay, it is a magical ingested poison, so this works. A creature who ingests a poison must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or fall unconscious for 1 hour unless they are immune to the poisoned condition.
Oh, jeez.
Let me roll a Constitution saving throw because let me tell you right now, it is not immune to the poison condition. It is also not immune to unconscious.
Come
So
on.
this could
Cubes do
work.
sleep.
But let me tell you, it's got a very good Constitution modifier.
Yeah, it's +5, isn't it?
Well done, Stonk. I rolled a 3.
Yes.
+5 is an 8.
Stonk ends another combat with sleep.
The cube falls asleep. Now, I will say something on the notes. It falls asleep until it takes damage. Or from exceptionally loud noises, such as those produced by the thunderclap spell.
Okay.
That's very specific.
Oh, we're not doing
And it's
that.
about to take damage from the fan.
Yeah, that is a problem. Yeah.
Well, is it?
If it's asleep, it can't take a dexterity save now, can it?
But also, like, it's not the cube's turn yet. Anything else, Stonk?
Well, Stonk can throw one more bardic inspiration at someone, and I'm in the best target.
I've been tracking it. Mathematically, the best choice is probably Luna.
Yeah, well, I was about to say that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a 50-50 chance right now.
Yeah. I mean, Tattle has more sentimental value to Stonk, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm not in any real danger right now.
No.
Well, that is the sleeping cube that's inside a area of this game. I don't know. Yeah, it's Luna for bardic
Tattle's
inspiration for me.
definitely a lot safer. But yeah, good shout. Okay. Bob, what are you doing?
Good turn.
Well, Bob is following Aegis.
Yeah, boy. Good boy.
5, 10, 15, 25 to get into the rubble, I guess.
Yeah. So you have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, now Bob can see the cube and the situation, but
Yeah.
far enough anyway.
Remember, you can communicate for free during turns. Bob doesn't have to not have the information. If you want to say words, you can do that.
I don't know how that works with them being in the.
Bob would probably, Aegis would probably encourage Bob to like go towards a 1-in, but like Bob wouldn't be able to do anything once he'd get there.
Yeah.
I will
Bob,
also
come
say
see.
a dog switched this switch on if you're wondering if the switches can be pulled by dogs.
Right. Bob.
Don't switch it off. We need it to slice the cube.
No,
Pull
but
the
the
lever,
cube doesn't
Kronk!
get damaged. The cube doesn't wake up, right?
Exactly.
Ah,
So Bob can go to the switch then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pull the
some
lever,
Bob-
Kronk. Unfortunately, a trapdoor opens underneath Stonk, and Stonk falls 200 feet, shouting, "Wrong lever!" No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. So this is no
Did
longer
not see that
active.
coming.
This is no longer active. And it slows down. It comes in like a sweeping arc, slowing and just stopping just above the
I
gelatinous
totally hadn't
cube.
thought of that. Thought of many great other ideas, but not about that.
Holy shit.
We got it.
No one's out of the woods yet, though. This is still very dangerous. Anything else for Bob?
No, that's Bob's turn.
Okay, it's cube time. Tattle. Let me see if I can hit your hit point maximum, shall I? No. I already can't from the first three. Please take a death save failure. And the cube's just like... No, you just hear a like... It's just
I guess it's sort
burbling.
of bubbling.
Yeah, it's just sort of bubbling as it snores. A 1-in. You are stable. Aegis.
Okay, so Aegis will step forward. Yes, he'll come over here and try to stabilize Luna.
Sure. Yeah. Medicine check, please.
That's a medicine check. I don't have anything in medicine.
Yeah, Bardic Inspiration.
I do have bardic inspiration. Do I have to roll that at the same time?
Yes, you do.
Okay, might as well. Oh, fuck's sake.
You fail the medicine check, I'm afraid.
I don't know anything about dogs.
Do I look like a vet?
Should have bought
Unfortunately, no.
freedom.
Anything else?
How much movement did I use? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I can move to here.
Okay.
That's it.
Vintage.
Much vintage can't do medicine checks. Also probably doesn't have enough health to reach in to get to Tattle.
How much health you got left?
11.
It would be tight, but it is doable. I mean, you can always just pull Tattle out and then Vintage will drop and be stabilizable.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Vintage will do that.
Better than Tattle, who is heading towards
He
death.
doesn't know how much danger he's in.
Right, exactly.
Vintage, get her, boy.
Vintage is a little angel. Roll a strength check, please.
Strength is +2, no, +1.
And Vintage drops because I've just rolled 14 acid damage.
Oh no! Oh no!
And I'm assuming Vintage doesn't have inspiration.
No.
No.
I gave Vintage inspiration at the start of the session.
Did you?
Yeah.
Roll
Oh,
again
cool.
then.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you want to spend the inspiration, otherwise just leave Tattle to die, I guess.
And
That's an option.
there we go.
Success.
Oh,
Tattle
good
is
boy,
pulled
Vintage.
free.
Oh, good boy.
And Vintage whimpers and lies down on his side and will be taking death saving throws on the start of his next turn.
Can't believe I get a
Tattle.
sidekick for one session and I nearly kill him.
Death saving throw, please.
Okay.
That was so nearly a 20. How many failures have you had now? 2?
2 failures, 1 success.
Squeaky. But not dead yet. Luna, speaking of Squeaky.
Okay, so I have a plus extra d6 to this, don't I?
Yes, Bardic Inspiration. Yeah, that'll do it. Luna is stabilized.
Wouldn't it be funny if I rolled a natural 20 though?
Oh, yeah. It's happened. It's happened before. Stonk, over to you. You have a sleeping cube in front of you. Vintage is making death saves. Tattle is making death saves. Luna and a 1 in a stable now.
Yeah. Stonk is on the wrong side of the situation
Yeah.
and can't get through the cube.
I mean, you can.
You
You can just walk through if you want.
He can't.
Will that wake it?
He just
Technically, no.
He just go to death saves inside of the. Doesn't have a misty.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm not sure what I can do with Stonk besides trying to get out of this room through one of the gaps.
That makes sense.
What you got?
By the way, if it helps anyone, Tattle does have multiple health potions on her.
Oh, now you say.
Mhm.
I really should have mentioned that before.
Or drank some of them earlier.
Yeah. Really?
She was focused. Also, she had pause.
That's true. Actually, you were in giant high uniform. It was you weren't able to communicate that to anyone except Luna.
It was time before or after. So Stonk is going to acrobatics with the
Yeah,
next
you're
one,
through
right?
there. Easy.
So that's all his movement. Right?
I don't suppose you could ask mine for help.
15.
Dash. You can still
Five.
dash.
Oh, dash. Oh,
It wouldn't let you do anything on the other side, but you could get to them at least.
That's true.
20, 25, 30.
Minnie follows you and goes, woo, woo, woo.
Thank you, Minnie.
Minnie,
Hang on,
please help
hang on.
save Tattle and Vintage.
Wee,
I have a
woo, woo,
button.
We need your help.
woo. Okay, Bob. Yeah, that noise. Please don't sue me,
Yeah.
Ghost Ship Games.
Can Bob do medicine?
No.
I don't think so, no. Not sure what help Bob would. Bob
Wait,
is gonna
Bob's a warrior, right? Not an expert.
be a warrior.
Yeah. Okay.
Bob is just gonna go give comfort.
Yeah, just there for moral support. I like that.
Yeah.
Cuba does nothing. A 1 in. Does nothing.
That's something.
Aegis
Okay.
just
Aegis
does
will
nothing
start.
because everyone else is doing nothing.
Aegis is like, I'm not a doctor or a vet. He starts rifling through Tattle's belongings, being like, she's a druid, she must have potions. And he finds what he assumes must be a healing potion. And
You find like a brick of weed, and then eventually you find the potions.
He's like, he's rubbing plants on her. He's like, no, this doesn't work on druids. What's he eventually gets a healing potion flask and
he's
shoves
just
it
like,
in her
it's
face.
just, yeah, he just tries different herbs and then finds the large bottle lit with healing potion.
Why has she written this label in Infernal?
It's druidic.
Deal with it, boyo.
So he pours that down her face anyway, and
Yeah, okay,
heals her.
so yeah, roll the healing. Tattle, you're back up.
Do I roll a healing? What is it? 2d4
Either
plus
one.
4?
Yeah, you roll it because you're the one doing it.
Is it
Yeah,
2d4
it's
plus
just
4?
normal. Yeah, 2d4 plus 2, isn't it?
2d4 plus 2, yeah.
You get
7 hit points. A familiar feeling for Tattle.
Very familiar.
Deceptively so.
Yeah. Over to Vintage. Death saving throw, please.
Oh fuck! I forgot he was down. Damn it. Hey.
That's a success. How many successes is Vintage? I think that's the first one.
That's his first roll. So
Yeah.
one.
Tattle, over to you. Vintage is down, making death saving throws. 2 other people are down but are stable, and the cube is just going blip, 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 blip.
Okay.
Oh, and Minnie has just sort of come up to here and gone whoop, whoop, whoop.
Thank you, Minnie.
Castle's going to look at Minnie and say, I don't suppose you can heal, can you?
Whoop, 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 whoop. And it shakes.
I'll take that as no. That's okay.
That sounds like
It's
a
all
yes
right.
to me.
By the way, it's making this noise by squeaking its wheels and all that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was imagining more a claptrap kind of thing going on.
No, it's like it's creaking on its wheels just to make this noise.
I was imagining
Okay.
the Yates situation.
Like Oppie.
None of you are small creatures, which is a shame because Minnie can fit, like, one small creature can ride in Minnie.
Stop, cough, reduce.
Girl time.
Not all flaws, dude.
Oh, actually, all the dogs. Actually, no, they're all medium as well.
No, they're all medium. Everything's medium.
You know what? I'm going to cast Healing Word on... I cast on a 1 in or a 1 in... Does a 1 in have any healing abilities?
Good question.
Don't you remember him having cure wounds or something like that?
Nope, that's other total.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cast... I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Vintage then.
Okay. Cast healing word, roll the healing. Vintage is back up. At this point, I'm going to say the combat encounter ends because that cube is asleep. Unless you want to now murder it, which you can. I will,
maybe
It'll
we'll
wake
flick
up
the
again,
switch as
but-
we leaving, but
and it just goes and
Oh,
get blended
I
into
never
a
realised. Never realised Healing Word was a bonus action.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, great spell.
I didn't. Wow.
Yep, anyway, that's 1d4 plus 5. Let me just draw that for you. 9.
9
Actually
healing.
rolls.
Really good, really good. So, Vintage is back up. Luna and a 1 in are still unconscious, but we will go out of initiative now. Unless they receive magical healing of some kind, they will return to consciousness in, and this will suddenly become important. 3 hours for a 1 in, 2 hours for Luna.
Cool.
Okay, I think Tassel's also going to cast Healing Word on a 1 in.
It's a good idea because you realize, of course, that the cube is only going to be asleep for 1 hour.
And also the horde moves every 10 minutes.
It does. Woo, it
We need
does.
to get out of here now.
I hope we find a safe room.
At the moment, the fire elemental in the forge is like the Doom guy in the box art for Doom. Surrounded by bugs.
Rip and tear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess we can't actually rest in the forge. Or does it... Wait, does the forge count as a safe area or...
You could try to rest in the forge and find out.
The fire elemental specifically said that the bugs keep coming in there. Don't think
Yeah,
it's
that's what I was thinking.
very safe.
Yeah, there was lots of holes in the walls.
Yeah, I was wondering, will the fire elemental just be able to fight the bugs while we rest, or
Like, we could try and get back to the main, to the room that we rested in before, but that does require going through 2 rooms and a corridor.
yeah, the bugs are in the yeah, unless the bugs
But
have
to be
moved on
fair,
by now.
like, even to get back to the lift where the exit is, we'd still have to go through all of those places.
Yeah.
Well, there's a staircase just to the south.
Yeah, but that takes us to
yeah.
the top of the lift.
Well, there was, a
And what
safe,
was at the top of that lift?
there was a safe room up there.
Was it a safe room there?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had a
there
rest.
was.
Oh, it was
Well,
warded,
most of
wasn't
us
it?
had a rest there.
Yeah,
we did have
all
a
but
rest there.
one of you had a rest there.
Well, all surviving members of the party had a rest there.
Yeah, I mean, someone chose not to. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, there was no repercussions for that. And that's why they're here with us now.
In spirit.
Is that the plan?
Okay. I think it's
Yeah.
got to be. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I think we don't really have much choice but to try and take a long rest now, do we?
Yeah.
It's really a question of if we can safely get up those stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We're gonna go
describe,
really slowly and carefully.
describe to me how you're going up these stairs. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Slowly and
Yeah,
carefully is
poking-
great.
Poking
Yeah.
each step with the trident before we step on it.
Oh, very, very advanced Dungeons of Dragons of you. Like 10-foot pole tapping every floor to make sure. Oh, I love it. It's great. No, that's how you used to have to do a dungeon in like the original editions. You had to
fuck, yeah.
literally tap every square.
God, that sounds tedious.
It is. That's why no one does it anymore. But yeah, you're doing that on the way up. That's absolutely fine. What's our highest passive perception here? Presumably a one-uns?
15.
17.
17. Okay, so it's going to be Tattle's passive perception. That is high enough. Oh no, hold on a sec though. Are you taking a light source?
Yes.
Then it
Stonk
is
and
enough.
Light,
Tassel knows we need a torch here.
Okay, Stonk's
any
lighting a
chances,
torch
no.
and using like really long arms. It's like, you know, when you get someone who's like really tall with really long arms to hold like the umbrella. It's like that. So this torch is really high up, so you've got really good visibility.
It's not a 5-foot ceiling in the stairs.
Very good. Very
No,
good.
yeah, because Stonk's got like 5-foot long arms, so it's like, yeah, it's great visibility, and that means that you are able to carefully sort of tap all the steps and just check them. You do find several that are loose and you're able to step over them absolutely fine. And yeah, you reach the top back to the resting quarters. There's a lock here that you never managed to open.
Oh no! Wait, what? No, Imp opened it.
No, there's one of the doors here is locked, if you
Oh,
remember.
like we can get into the resting room. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
You're in the
arcane
resting
locked
room,
or
but
something.
one of the one of these was arcane locked. Yeah.
Okay. Can Tassel have another go at the lock?
No.
Oh.
Anyone better at Arcana than -4? Because that's what Stonk has apparently on it.
You have a -4 stat.
I don't know. He never. I don't know what happened to his intelligence, but it says 3 right now. It's not supposed to say 3.
That's not
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, no.
Your intelligence is lower than a dog's.
It's not right. I don't know what happened with the
intelligence.
character sheet.
Something
he's even
has
possibly
happened
being
there.
He's never had great Arcana, but it shouldn't be -4 for
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
Something has gone wrong there. Yeah.
I've got a +2, by the way.
13.
You got a +2, but you would be doing it at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I have a +1.
It's
Well,
not an
Aegis is
Arcana check
-2.
to break an arcane lock. You need the spell knock. But
Or a really high feast tools check. But
those of you who have not attempted to break this lock can attempt to.
But didn't we see that there was some sort of ward on it as well, like that if we do this badly, it may actually harm us. Do I remember that correctly, or was that something else?
Yes.
I think that was just an alarm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe we should just not with it.
Yeah, I mean, what happens if you mess around with an arcane lock? Aegis wouldn't be taking this chance anyway.
No.
Instead of picking it, can we just try and break the door down?
You can try that, yeah. That'd be
Can Aegis like demolish the
strength check.
hinges or something?
We should probably rest first, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
This is
yeah.
unnecessary. Nick is baiting us. Let's not do this.
That's
Yeah,
what I was.
let's long rest.
Long rest, please.
Yeah,
We're going to
you
borrow the doors.
You can borrow the doors and
bunker
take a
down.
long rest. That's fine. You take a long
Fuck,
rest.
that was a lot of stairs.
During which is anyone taking a look at that door?
No. Stop
Okay.
it, Nick.
We're resting.
Castle's going to look but not touch.
Roll me a history check, please. Aegis.
I don't know what
Stone
happened.
cutting.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what's happened, but now it's back to regular intelligence score 12 plus
Oh,
1.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened.
Straight roll for me. Nah, that's not gonna do shit. Aegis is a dummy, you know this.
There's something at the back of your mind that you feel like you're forgetting. That's probably not important.
You know, we do have a key, don't we?
I gave the ring to Mordred.
No, we found the weird key in the
Oh, there
Yes.
was a brown key or something, wasn't there?
that didn't fit in the locks.
Who took the brown key?
You did.
Did I?
Ben,
there a
roll me
keyhole?
a history check for yourself to work out whether you took the key.
I don't remember who took it.
I was kidding, but yes, you did take the key. That's why I was
Okay.
making you roll a history check.
I guess that.
Is
Which is
there
why I
a
remembered
keyhole?
it.
There is a keyhole, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll try the key after we've rested.
After you've rested and you finally try the key on the door and it opens because that was the key for the door. You find inside an unlocked chest, and in that chest is 2 potions of, let me just double check, I think it's greater. I always say superior when I mean greater. One of them is weaker than the other, and I mean the weaker one.
I think greater is the weaker, right?
2 potions of greater healing and 15 platinum pieces.
Platinum, nice. Yeah, I think Aegis probably wakes up from the long rest and it's like, oh, something's really been poking me in the back. It's
just been in your pocket all this time, and you're like, oh, I slept awful. Yeah, have a point of exhaustion for sleeping badly. No, I'm kidding. You're fine.
Oh, that's a point. Tattle will be rid of her exhaustion.
Exactly. Yeah, Tattle, you're cured of exhaustion.
One will deal
and
with
please
this
mark
session.
off some rations and some water.
Now, right? Oh shit.
Because if you haven't marked off rations and water, you will take an additional point of exhaustion, and you won't cure any.
Before, Nick, can I cast Create Water before we long rest?
Did you have spell slots left?
Yes.
Then, yeah, there's probably a container you can create water in.
I had literally 1 first level spell slot left, which I can
That's
use
fine
to cast
then.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Aegis has a barrel on his back. He does
Yeah.
not.
They just
No,
has
but-
everything on the back.
You can find a container that you can cast create water in, so everyone can drink the fresh water, and that's fine.
Okay.
And do make sure you mark off your rations as well, though, including the rations you're feeding the dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess I'm responsible for that now.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've
yeah,
had to do
nice
that
and few
before. I've done
rations.
it before.
Yeah.
I have a good reason to.
7 rations after feeding himself and
And yeah, so you will wake up feeling refreshed. You've got all of your stuff back, all your resources, and you're ready to press on into the mines. And that's what we will do next time. As what I think will be the final session of the Dwarven Mines.
Oh, fucking better be. This is an ordeal, mate.